You're all
Get
good now,
the Omega voice pack on.
though.
Yeah. I'm getting in the minds of my enemy.
I don't. Has anybody gotten past phase 4 yet?
Yeah,
Yes.
but they're not
Neverland.
streaming. Neverland.
Oh, so we don't know what phase 5 is because
No,
it's
they're not
fucking
showing it.
Neverland.
Yep.
I wish very much not first place to Neverland. I don't want them to succeed.
I wish that any streamer group wins.
Yeah, Kindred, please overtake Neverland. When did Kindred get world first in something before?
Yeah, Kindred? No.
Oh no, Neverland was the tier, weren't they? No, they were DSR.
Yeah. Tier was unnamed.
Oh shit. Kindred's on the transition at the moment, on phase 4 right now.
Yeah.
Sarah, you ready?
But they use
What
did you
HW
say?
this time. It's
Phase 4 is the same Omega as phase 3, so the
yeah.
part 2 of O12.
The one with the towers or the blue stuff on the.
It's
the
just
page.
doing loads of baited lasers, growing donuts, and light party stacks.
Sadly, they had to waste LB, so they can't test if tank LB will do anything.
And then it does an enrage it. Yeah, it does. I think they were just practicing movement because it was like 88% on that enrage cast.
Yeah, the pull before they just did no damage at all because it looked like Omega was falling apart by damage, but now it's just the mechanic.
I think
That ended.
the movement on that's pretty tight. Just looking at it, because it looks like you have to bait the lasers pretty quick and then also go straight into the stacks.
I mean, it can only be one of two things. Either it's a tank LB to not die to the damage, or it's melee LB and actually just burn him down.
Part of me thinks it couldn't be melee because I feel like you don't have that much time to stand still.
Oh no, at the end, during the cast.
Oh, right, yeah.
During the blue screen cast.
But then there's also that thing, that debuff that we don't know when shows up yet, that needs a healer LB to cleanse.
Yeah, it can
Not
be that, yeah.
Not that they know about that yet, but I mean, not in that phase, but you might need heal LB later for it, so you might need to just actually DPS or burst that thing down without LB.
That would be insane. It's already...
The
It's
thing,
not got that much
it's
damage, is it? HP.
Yeah, but
P-
you already...
P4. You guys are talking about P4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't kill him.
You can't?
There is no feasible way for you to deal enough damage to get the raid DPS.
So you need to carry something from phase 3 then.
No. He just disappears after 20%.
Oh, it's a thought.
Oh,
Or at 20%.
Okay. How do you know? Did
There are a few data mines.
Alright.
Like they
So what
said,
really-
to,
Phase is over 20.
you need to be at 20% or below. And if you actually wanted to kill him, you need an 89k raid DPS,
Ooh.
which you
God.
cannot get. You can only get to like 83k, even with melee LB3.
Unless someone's missing a buff that they need or something.
Yeah, but Neverland got to P5 twice now, so.
Yeah. Do we know which one P5 it? Because I saw on that blue screen thing that just showed on Kindred's stream that it starts going golden there. So is it that that transformation you shared? Do we reckon?
Maybe.
Or maybe there'll be an extra
P2?
an extra like golden one of that thing.
I think
Oh,
what's
maybe.
gonna be is like
Of course it works.
phase 5 will probably be like MNF as ads, and then phase 6 goes into Alpha Omega.
MNF looking for third.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
Ah.
Turn that down so I can actually focus.
Okay, can you explain the Pantocrator stuff?
Sure. Let me just open the
Well,
webcam.
Is the raid plan up to date now?
It's still updated. I didn't change anything.
It's yours. You made it.
I copied it from someone and adjusted it.
I nicked one that was being used in LPDU by, well, not used in LPDU. I think someone made it as like a theory of sorts as to an execution, but
Yeah.
it's what most groups are doing. Just slightly different movement in places for what the meteor people, the missile people do.
That's fine.
So before you start, he always target the safe spots are always east and west.
No.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
This is just an example.
Okay. Okay.
Have we decided we are doing color priority then?
Yeah, color prior. Seems to make the most sense.
Whoa, deciding before we get there for now.
What do you mean?
Not like PF where we just don't tell the group, the group that we were talking about changing it, and then we don't actually change it because we've only got like 10 minutes left in the PF or something.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
We're not changing it. What? Okay. The color prior, right?
2 minutes.
It makes sense to do color prior instead of the northwest weird stuff.
All right.
Yeah, so if you just go to, so if it's support side, you just go to the side that has the most markers of your color. So in this example, you have 2 yellow markers on the east side, 1 red on the west, so it's east. And DPS same thing, 2 purple markers on the west side, only 1 on the east side, so DPS go west. Yeah, for the prior, just memorize for your overall here who you have to check. And yeah, what you have to do basically. Important parts to the movement. So you start in the middle of between the pizza slices. So if they spawn in this way, you stand like dead center between them until they catch up to you. If they same thing if it's east-west, then you stand north and south to like stand in the middle of it. And the person with the wands go towards the middle and then out, following the pizza slice that is running away from the group. Yeah. Then the pizza slices start catching up to people. The important part is that the group always stays on the boss ring, because if the group goes inside, then, well, it's gonna become a bit bad for the person with... Oh wait, no, we're doing it outside now, right? Going outside.
Staying on the boss's ring still works, so.
Yeah, it's just consistent with movement then, that everyone is covering the same distance at the same time. So yeah, first puddles drop. You keep moving, keep moving. The person with the one moves to the outside and then circles back into the group again. Makes a straight run to the group from the outside.
Your number is the order you get hit with a missile.
Yep.
The knockback, that's the missile.
Only with the missile. The knockback only affects people
Yeah,
other than yourself.
Yeah.
So you'll know if you fuck it up because other people get hit into the wall and die.
And who baits the laser?
They're not
doesn't
baited,
matter.
they're debuffs on everybody gets a debuff with a different timer for the laser. It doesn't matter. The only thing you need to pay
Yeah,
attention
it
to
doesn't
is
matter,
just
yes.
you go out for your missile.
Mm.
Once that's gone off, you get back to the group, and you need at least 3 people for each side to take the laser.
If you do the
Okay.
missile correctly and get back to the group, then you can completely ignore the laser debuff. Because you should already be in the group and you're taking them as a group.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's same thing again. The 2 moves towards the inside, so they can. That's the most important part, is that if you are the next one to take a missile, you go towards the center and then to the outside of that, forward-facing pizza slice. Because
Yeah.
that way you get there quickest. And then it's just same movement again. You run with it and then out and then back into the group. Rinse and repeat. And that's the whole mechanic.
This is in Japanese, but it shows all the starting patterns for Panto flamethrowers.
That's so cool.
and it kind of also, no, it's not exactly what we're doing.
What kind of is?
Yeah, except for like bottom,
The bottom
middle.
tiers, yeah.
Bottom middle is kind of. So-
Yeah, bottom middle's the only one that doesn't fit our pattern.
Alright.
Oh no, it could theoretically be counted as bottom southeast is group 1, since the 2 marker would be closer to the B safe side.
That's what
And,
I'm like. Southeast would be like in that bottom middle one on that diagram. Southeast in our pattern should be the top group, which is that weird. Like you see that in the top left one, that top box, that's meant to be like their top group. They
that
just do some weird shit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant by the bottom middle doesn't follow our pattern. So I'm just gonna do that.
Okay. Right. Yeah. That's it.
We should
The
probably
last-
just get some pulls in.
Yeah, we don't really need to care about the last part of Pento yet, right?
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Some
Here we
bait,
go.
eh? Some laser.
This
Yeah,
this has
this-
it without the group prior stuff, so you can just see where they go.
Yeah, the last part is random lasers on people and tank busters on the furthest people away.
The random lasers
Oh.
just spread out around the south half of the arena, though, don't we?
Yeah.
Something I've seen some groups doing for the tanks is that they take the first hit of the busters and then they invuln just to make sure they don't have to learn specific timing for everything, and then they'll stack.
Yeah, the timing's not that
Hey.
crazy except for Paladin, because Paladin
Just
involves
talking
snapshots
a
weirdly
lot.
with the buff or something.
Paladin has to do the fucking animation first before getting the buff.
Ah, there it is, yeah, and that's why Paladin can barely invuln that. Like, Dark Knight has it the easiest, they can just pop LD whenever.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Fucking FC buffs on. God
Okay,
damn it.
let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Phase 2. Let's go.
Let's get to Enrage first, eh?
Yeah, and Panto, getting to second half of Panto
Getting to plan.
is the first goal.
Check your food, and then we're doing a 10-second.
I have the right food on. We need more control in this fight, right?
Yeah. Yep. 10 seconds.
Perception. It's to see the mechanics.
Gathering so we can get all the buffs.
Data mine 50.
Freeze in front.
Oh no. It's okay.
Ow.
It's only me.
No, me as well. I already took my tower, so it's actually doable, I think. No.
Okay.
Nah, I think the other
Four
four,
was
the
missing.
other four died.
I was 4.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Did we talk about the change in the start of the prio?
Oh
That was
yeah,
missing.
we swapped the prior slightly because the towers don't ever spawn on intercards, so the prior is starting from 1 now instead of A.
Yeah. Same prio, just starting from 1 instead of A. Take it very literally, because the towers can't spawn on 1. So if it's
Oh, I saw
just...
there was something for all the tower spawn points as well. Hang on,
Oh, really?
let me see if I can find it. Again, I think it's that same Japanese one, but it shows the pattern they spawn in, or where they can spawn.
Is that needed?
Well, it's just to show you where they can spawn. You don't have to follow anything else for it, but it also looks like their priority system is the same. So it looks like everybody's doing a party-wide prior. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Yeah.
He says as he deletes it.
I like it.
5 seconds, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Nice dress, nice dress.
Thanks. It took me a long time to get.
One
Man.
run, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Man,
Nice.
I wanted the crit debt from that.
Suffer.
Imagine not wanting gear for glam.
I don't have my chest piece yet. I need all the buffs I
Raise and punch.
can get.
I move.
We have a
How?
green.
How did they grab that?
Why you? Yeah.
Sorry, I ran too far.
Still have a
Someone is not taking Feast Tavern.
I wanted to
now I'm
grab
dead.
it.
Oh, yeah. Who was the other one?
Me,
Selling
I
it.
was trying to get it.
In that case, Robot took the wrong one, right?
No, no, no. I was clockwise from one.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Well,
was on
Fee
the-
was on A.
was A.
That was-
The first tower was on A.
If you're
I
taking the
think
tether, you go by where the tethers are as
I
well.
don't think Robo was taking the tether.
Oh.
No, no, I was one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who was the other three? Besides Rail?
Shadow play.
Nah, it doesn't matter really.
Yeah. Last
Yeah, we're just better off pulling.
5 seconds.
As long as people know what to do.
I go left.
Remember, order is 3, 4, 2, 1. 3, 4, 1, 2, rather. 3, 4, 1, 2.
Throwing.
I can't even get it right myself. Proves how difficult it is. My animations are lacking again.
Oh man. He's throwing again.
Yeah, for real. Why are you here?
Boom.
Why did you go to the North Tower?
You were one.
Yeah,
Ah, okay.
look at the debuff list for your partner.
I thought it was Rail. Or who is the last DPS? Yeah.
Quick tip, make the party list bigger.
I would say use the Xeno strat, but Xeno's not even using it himself, so
Yeah, seems washed up.
yeah, seems actually washed.
Yeah, Warrior's better in his face than Gunbreaker, right? Because of triple in a release, right?
forced his other co-tank to go Dark Knight just so he could stay warrior. The amount of copium that man is on. Faith, can you use a Mitty on these autos? Just like a small one.
Just
in
blood
future?
wedding is enough.
Yeah.
In front.
This is my one, Stephen.
Yeah, I'm on the move.
Thank you.
Robo, you on the right side. Okay.
Move in over.
No.
Okay.
We have an empty tower.
I should save sprint for this. I was scared because I had 1 HP.
Don't worry about
Just
that.
go in, the healer will get you.
Yeah, don't worry about HP. It's gonna be
There's a star on the field, it will heal you, don't worry about it.
And if the healer doesn't get you, then that's on them, as long as you're in the
Exactly.
right place.
I am spot healing as well.
5 seconds.
I'm using like all my stacks during that phase.
Oh no.
Well, you don't really have to do that.
No, I can probably just pre-shield, but I might as well not use my stacks there.
Yeah, but then you don't have stacks for Panther.
I can Rizzo.
Yeah, for
Right.
one.
Yeah, I mean I'm only using stacks if it's not a tank.
South tower. South
I know,
tower.
I know. God damn it.
That wasn't the tower, that was blaster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were too late on this one, I guess. Don't worry about the tower, I'll be there.
I'm no Frodo.
Doesn't matter where you go with the tether.
It does,
Yes.
there is a priority
Yes.
system.
Oh,
Oh,
you
Same
missed the tower.
priority as towers.
I was dead. Okay. Yeah, everything has the same priority. You pick up tethers with the priority. You take the tethers with your priority to a spot. You take towers with the priority. Everything revolves around it.
and your
if you-
priority is pretty easy as M1. You just look at the opposite. Yep.
You mean for people?
What? No.
No, but it's just supports. Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as you see a support with the same number as you, then you flex.
Then you go
I mean,
counterclockwise
just
from
in
one for
general,
everything.
for anyone, you just identify who your number is, or who your partner is, and
Yep.
that just dictates whether you're further clockwise or not.
It's just critical that you do everything according to the prior, because if you don't, then your partner has to adjust to what you're doing, which, well, that can just cause problems.
It will cause problems.
It will cause problems, yeah. You might get a clutch save, but you shouldn't count on it. 5 seconds.
Okay, now you see.
Ah, fuck.
We are
nice.
dead.
And
He was a 4 with it.
Mm.
Hey, I'm alive.
Edge.
Nice.
Quick to Panto. Oh,
Or died.
Solo him.
I can solo him.
It was so nice being between two healers from the tower.
You weren't in any danger. You're fine,
Yeah.
man.
I felt so safe.
Well, Faith, don't
Wait.
move immediately.
Wait, Rail, the
okay,
tether's,
Rail.
the tether's east.
well.
what
if
fuck?
if yours
Nobody
one.
moves until tethers have spawned.
Yeah,
Faith, Thariel and I were in front of the others, but just unfortunately, the tether was on Faith, and he ran right while Thariel was just to the left of him. So Thariel
Ah.
never picked up the tether. Just need
So-
to give it a
On the off-
second to stand still.
On the off chance that does happen, if you're 3, just run and grab the tether. You still got time, because the tethers don't go off until he finishes casting Blaster anyways.
I think it kind of looked like Faith ran through and took the tether again.
Like,
The-
I had no chance of getting it.
Don't run
You
through
were
that
in a-
versus hitbox.
Can we maybe guarantee that the threes just always get them by having them stand
Well, that's why
slightly
we-
apart in front?
Rael
and
and I
then
were in front of the
But that's
party.
why we have them
That's what
stand
I'm
in front.
saying.
like
We
this.
both
They
were.
don't just stand apart. They could literally just stand on top of each other. As long as we're all stood behind them,
I mean,
there
if
won't
they
be any
s-
tethers like at an angle.
Yeah, that's like if they stand slightly apart, then the group behind doesn't need to be perfectly stacked.
Yeah. Whatever. We'll just need
Uh,
the group behind to be tighter in general.
And
Yeah,
not
just like-
move
Or just don't
preemptively.
move. That's the part.
Yeah.
Don't pre-move.
Yeah. No hurry. It's not an immediate hurry to get to your safe spot. You can give it just a moment.
Towers and the AoEs don't go off until that first blaster cast finishes.
No rail.
There's
Oh,
two
right.
tower missing.
Fuck on.
Yep.
Ah, this
By the way, on patterns like that, if everybody who doesn't need the tether or isn't in a tower stands in between the two towers, then the people with the tethers can stand max melee and not hit anymore. But we won't need to worry about that until we're actually like struggling with enrage.
5.
The one time I don't look, of course.
I can say it anyway.
No, it's fine. I should continue looking.
Oh, that's the wrong tank.
Throwing.
Thanks. I needed the timer.
Man, I just clicked on one of the blue jobs and then and it fucking queued it before I could fix it.
I mean, I gave him a card, so.
One tower.
North tower.
No, I'm here.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
tower
I
is
think
missing.
Faith didn't get in time, I don't think.
Nah. If you can only see one tower, it's very safe to assume the other one's north.
I saw you
yeah,
coming
and
and I stopped and left you room, but you were. Yeah, I'll wait.
If I were a tether, I would just sit on the edge of the boss's hitbox until you
I mean, that's where I was.
until you see people are safe.
That's
Or
all
until
right.
you literally have to run out for blaster.
Can't just go there.
Is my tower over?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, just go that way, whoever that is. Now we fucked it. Getting. Oh, fuck.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey,
it's
yo.
fuck. Fuck,
I can get him.
fuck.
Oh, yeah, already.
Clockwise.
Oh, I'm alone on the DPS side now.
Oh,
Sometimes.
What
Yeah,
is-
Faith, we're fucked. Oh, I'm fucked.
You're gonna
Goodbye,
avoid some
cruel
dead bodies
world.
as well now.
I'm gonna blow up!
Don't stack on me.
Yeah, it's effectively if we have any deaths there, we're fucked because everybody's bodies still drop their missiles and still do the lasers.
Won't hit the DPS check anyway.
Yeah, but like we can't actually even finish the mechanic because the bodies will prove a problem.
The 2 stacks death as well, so I mean 1 death is already F.
Yeah. In terms of Mitty, when we start Panto, can we just start with like group 1's Mitty? So whoever M1 is, they're faint. R1's Mitty, shit like that. But just wait until it's actually like nearing the oh shit, I should have gone south. Just go south where that is.
Okay.
Thank you. I got distracted.
Oh fuck, sorry Faith.
Edge.
No.
Oh, I'm alive.
No, you're not.
Very briefly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mitty thing I was saying, wait until like one of the stacks is about to go off, because if you use them like right at the start of Panto, if they're only like 10 seconds, they'll run off before any of the the actual damage goes out.
What?
People are pre-moving.
Dedge? Oh no. Recovery. Oh, that's awkward.
What are you doing down here, Eth?
Throwing, apparently. I mean, hey, we got our towers, and Sar's gonna die there.
Panto!
I guess, Super Ether.
Little
Yeah.
stompies.
Oh, you were already hardcasting.
Maybe it's
Well-
before the cast ends.
I am not swapping good. I am 1, so my body's going to be a death zone.
I'm on the wrong side.
I don't know. Hi sir, we're together now.
Yeah.
Ow.
We're dead.
Oh yeah, you're
No,
just
come close. No.
Hey, why did you adjust?
Ow.
I'm adjusting.
because you're confusing me.
Huh?
Wanna talk earlier?
Hey, that's like 10 hours ago. 12 hours ago.
And I was thinking about it all day. Nah, just kidding.
Well, the sounds of it, it's the only thing Fee's been thinking about.
Yeah.
I'll stop.
Totally fine. 5 seconds. No changes. Hey, I get 1 snippet of info. That's not really that consequential.
Yeah, that doesn't really do anything.
Wait till the towers appear, please. No move.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Okay.
I keep
yeah,
on...
whatever.
I started moving and then saw the North Tower. My brain, man. Or
Run
lack
in, please, run in,
thereof.
please.
That's not... I did what I normally did.
I didn't realise.
I
that you
moved to
were-
the edge and
yeah.
waited for someone to take my tether. I was in the wrong spot though, because I'm fucking stupid.
Well, I tried to get it, but just running through it doesn't give it to you. I forgot about that. Because the game is trash.
You're too fast, too speedy for the tethers.
Just time your movements with the server ticks. It's easy.
Oh yeah, sure.
Plug in for that.
Plug on.
Only for black mages.
Anything can be a black mage if you try hard enough.
I'll move.
Oh, but not through the middle like that. That was close.
Cool. I love a tower spawning underneath me.
Is it your tower as well?
Yes, yes it is.
Ooh.
For once.
Sir, come here. That's mine. Yoink. Goodbye.
Horsepower, right?
Yep.
Robo, just stay there, just stay there, Robo.
Yay.
Cool. Now split into your all parties.
Ayo. Damn.
DPS south.
Man, I hate this fucking HP penalty. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it
I'm
runs off
swapping.
at the worst fucking possible time.
Oh,
We not have enough people down south.
Yeah.
someone didn't
Ray,
spawn.
why did you go? Ray, why did you go north?
Wasn't it according to the marker colors though? I
Yeah,
thought-
DPS,
Yeah.
DPS are not red.
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't DPS
Support
red
group
and
is-
purple?
No.
Yeah.
No, support group is red yellow.
Oh, blue and purple, sorry, yeah.
We're south-ish side.
The first slide of the raid plan has the Colour
Red and
callouts.
yellow, Blue and purple. Damn it. Sorry.
How do you know if it's clockwise or counterclockwise?
You just wait to see.
You
You
just
don't
see.
even really need to know.
Yeah, you just stand.
just if you're not the only one who really needs to know is one, because that
Yeah,
dictates which
because
way
I
they
was
run.
one. That's why I was
Yeah.
one.
You just need to be on the ball. Stand near the middle and then get moving as soon as you see which
Yeah.
way the.
You can stay
turning.
relatively near the middle of the arena. As soon as you figure out which way they're going, you stay on the side you need to and run to the front of the movement, while the rest
And
of the group
the
will stay
aggressor
on.
will stand still and wait for the thing to catch up with them anyway most of the time.
Yeah.
So you should have enough room to get away.
I kinda did it. It's weird for the when you have the missile.
So, if you're number one, like everyone's going to be stood in a group like this when the thing starts. As soon as you see the thing going, you can sort of run to the outside edge where you know you're going to drop your bomb off. Everyone else is just going to sort of stand still and wait for the flames to catch up with them and then start moving. So you should be able to open up enough separation just by running in a straight line to the outside edge.
Wait, before it actually starts doing the second? No, then you don't know if it's gonna.
When
In
you
wrong
see which
direction.
way it's turning.
Okay.
Uh, That is what I have found when I've had
Safer,
one.
I feel like going inside is safer. 'Cause what if the group moves
It
like
is
here?
it is safer. But if you're feeling like you don't have enough time,
Yeah,
then if you try and run in, you're just gonna murder everyone anyway. But if you're the non-ones, like I say, you don't even need to move to begin with. Once the thing starts turning, because you're sort of just waiting for the flamethrower to catch up with you, and then you start moving. If you understand what I mean, because you're sort of waiting until you're in the back end of the safe zone, because the boss is rotating around you. So for like the first tick, you can just stand still, and like that just gives one more time to generate some separation. I just realised I was making hand gestures while I was trying to explain that. I don't know if those helped.
Were you pointing at your screen? Telling us you go there. What do you mean there? Right there. I'm showing
I'm
you.
waving. Come on.
Yeah, come on.
You blind or something.
Oh, oh fancy.
I'm south over. East, west.
Edge.
Yeah, ditch.
Bulge. Death.
Okay.
That was a very fast jump.
Oh, you want to see something cool I learned I could do while progging to you? No. Wait, Rail, can you stand here, please?
Hmm?
Thank you. I fucked that. Never mind. That's full.
You wanted to kill yourself?
Yeah, if you kill yourself and press movement at the same time, you can move your corpse. So I could have Icarused my dead body to Rail.
And then when we LB3, you won't die immediately again.
Yeah, you just have to fucking time it perfectly.
Whatever.
Where?
North tether hasn't been taken.
Oh my gosh.
Edge.
Who was for?
Rail and
It's-
Sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
If the tether's not in your vision, it has to be behind the boss.
I've got to look all the other ways before
thick
reaching
beetle, you
that
can s-
conclusion.
You
can
can
see
see
all
all except the other
Yeah,
side
you
of him.
can see 3 quadrants.
Yeah, but I got to
Not enough.
observe first.
5.
This is my tower, Robo. Yeah.
No,
Cool.
no.
Hmm?
Oh, Faith was a 4. We're dead.
Why did he die?
Get hit by blaster.
Why would you do
At
that?
4? Jeez.
More speed. 5.
People pre-moving again.
Yep, sorry, I stopped moving again.
Your friend.
Okay, I'll just go west.
Nice job.
Oh, good.
Only 1, that's not too bad.
All bodies.
Oh no, I was clipped. Sorry.
And there's only 2
Uh-oh.
of us here.
Yeah, I was
No-
going there, but I
nobody's-
got clipped.
Nobody's doing the correct movement, where we identify the sides and sit in the middle and wait for the flamethrowers to come to us.
Me and Rail did it.
I was the one.
And we're not, at least on my side, I stood where I was meant to, and my path was blocked.
That was probably because of me.
One second. I had 4, and who else had 4? Steven, you had 4.
No, I,
think
had
it-
2.
Okay, a DPS
it's
had
me.
4.
It was,
Okay, yeah, SM. I see the SM. And
you're supposed to.
You
I
would
want.
join group 1, yeah.
I'm going with the healers.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. That's what I did. Okay.
Okay, so we had
Yeah, let's see.
twos on the tanks, so Faith had to adjust to the DPS side, and we had fours on melee and ranged, so Robo should have adjusted to the support side. Alright?
Yes.
Flamethrowers spawned north-south, so it was support east and DPS west.
Exactly, because there are 2 yellow markers on the east side, but only 1 red mark on the west side, so support will go east. DPS
We're-
west.
You did right, I think, right?
Yes.
You
Yes.
win. Okay. Nice.
Yep.
We had 5 on one side, so that's already
Yeah, but
wrong.
I was on my way to the west side, but I ran too late and died to the flamethrower.
And Faith did the nurse, I think.
Twister.
God,
You go
don't bring
Twister.
them up, Robo.
Okay. No. It's okay. It's getting there. Okay.
Yeah, it's just, I think you just need to put on, that's just identifying what side you're meant to be on.
Yep, got a couple of clean runs at it, and we'll have it much more down.
And in that case, because the first flamethrowers had spawned on A and C, the group should have been like, I'm probably gonna pull. The
On
group
B.
should have been like on B and D on each side, but on
And
the
the
bottom.
boss's hitbox.
Can we move the letters in slightly,
Sure.
I'll be right back.
just to try and make them a bit more relevant for Panto? Because we don't even need them yet, really. Besides identifying what side we go.
Funny, because other groups haven't even further.
Yeah, I've
So-
seen that. I mean, at least as it stands, we don't know if we need them to be further out or not.
Okay, map view. Wait, where did C go? What? Delete. Save current waymarks.
A is the only difficult one to adjust.
Oh,
Oh,
You motherfucker! I was manually placing them.
and I was wondering why there was constantly markers missing when I was saving the current waymarks. Okay, go on. Just do your thing.
There we go. I think at least for now, it doesn't feel like we need them to be right up against the wall. At least for this phase, we might as well use them to help guide stacks and movement. I think Ilya said be right back.
Oh, okay.
You think you can solo heal it?
Nope.
You'll also have to rescue Ilya into all his towers.
Oh yeah, we'll wait about 4 years until they give me stacks of it.
And when you get your anti-rescue to push people away as well.
Yeah.
Whole new avenues of griefing.
Remember before the cast of Panto finishes to be stacked with your roll and not spread out randomly. Like already be on your side.
You get the numbers before the cast.
You get them at the end of the cast. And it's also just there to orient yourself properly. If you're already standing like 4 DPS, if you're standing between 4 and C, you are already at the optimal spot to get to your safe spot. It's like,
But if you're
the-
spread out, you're going to put AoEs everywhere.
no, you're not putting AoEs before
You should all be
yeah,
stacked in the middle, though. If you're spread out between D and C, if everyone's taken a slightly different position, it makes the following movement way harder because the AoEs just go everywhere.
Okay.
I don't mean the puddles. I mean before while you're currently still signing
Welcome back.
the sides where you're going. Like I mean right at the start, you get your debuff. I mean before that, before you get your debuff to be stacked. So the groups actually get baited correctly, and you're already like facing in a way that you can easily tell what side you should be on.
If the safe spots are 3 and 4, okay, the cone. 2, 3, and 4 stay here or here and wait for the next explosion, or you stand right on the edge.
3 and 4.
I mean 2, 3, and 4, the numbers for the rocket, whatever.
2, 3, and 4 should be stood on the boss's hitbox in the middle of your safe zone.
Yeah. So as soon as those as soon as the first flare thrower AoEs spawn, let's say in this example they're covering 2 and 4. The group that's on this side literally will just stand in between them, wait for the flamethrowers to catch up to them, which is when their first circle baits drop. So your first circle baits should drop as like the flamethrower AoE is catching up to you, to where you're standing, and at that point you literally just, like, let's say they're going clockwise, you will just move out of your circle AoE, stop for a second to drop the next one. You literally just like stop and drop. You don't. It's not continuous movement unless your missile's going off.
Yeah, I get it. Okay.
At which point you'll kind of move in towards the boss to get.
All right.
My
And
bad. You'll to get to the front.
and one starts from dead center,
Yep.
or from the party runs to center and then chases.
No, one starts dead center, so
You
they
need
can.
to start center because you don't know which way the boss is going to rotate.
Yeah, you have to get to the front or just out of the group as quickly as possible.
So do you wait for your first puddle 2 as a one before you move, or okay?
Just go.
No,
Otherwise, you don't
if
get far enough away.
You're baiting
Yeah.
the puddle somewhere in the middle, and that doesn't matter because the party's on the ring, so
Yeah, okay.
it's not relevant.
But as the missile moves back to the group, they should try and move around the edge to run back.
Yep.
So any puddles they drop as they're moving back don't get in the way of their group.
And quickly make it back so you can take the next stack line.
Get healed and
Yeah.
soak the stack.
5 seconds.
Food buff. I saw it run up.
Minus, yeah.
Well, favors dead.
You gotta move faster than that.
Yeah.
I was on the correct spot anyway.
We are
Yeah,
dead
but
though.
you
It's
took-
3 plus 3.
It took so long to get there.
Yeah, you have to move way faster than that. Once you see your tether's been taken, just go.
5 seconds.
I was grabbing the tether. I didn't have it.
Not you.
Use a liberal sprinkle of sprint.
No, you don't need sprint for Panto. So if you have to use it here to escape, use it.
If you use sprint during Panto, you're literally fucking over every single one of you guys.
Yeah. Because your baits won't be at the same speed as the rest of your group.
Rail being sussy.
Hey, I noticed I didn't have a tether.
They weren't even out yet at that point.
There's
Where,
a mid.
where the fuck is my tether?
Wait, why have I got a 2? What the fuck am I doing?
I don't know, what are you doing?
Away with my tether.
I had 2 and went to tethers instead of towers.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
done.
it's
Oh,
like-
wow.
I'm done.
Throwing. Oh, you know what I've just realised?
Wow. Actually throwing.
I didn't have my partner on.
Oh man.
At least it's not a key part of your kit. or
Hey,
anything.
hey, please use mitigation. That's what the autos doesn't have cardio on.
I mean, we still need like just bloodletting helps us, but yeah, he only needs to pop one light mitty there now. As long as it's back up in time. Actually, it doesn't even matter. As long as it's back up in time for solar ray, if we see it tonight.
Just bloodletting is enough.
Yeah. Sorry, that's just me actually being stupid.
I was like wondering, why is someone running in with my tether? Stop.
I don't have a brain.
I was wondering why Alpha was the one running in, even though I saw you before. I was like, am I wrong? No, I can't be.
Universe is wrong.
Everyone else has to be wrong.
I was actually just fixing the bad pattern for us. We got bad RNG.
What do you mean?
You wouldn't get it.
Ah, I see. I have to be a double legend for that, right?
Yeah, you've got too big of a brain.
Damn.
Oh, the tether.
I fucked up.
Yeah.
Who ran through the middle?
I did, but I was supposed to get it. But I took the wrong
Wow.
one. I was supposed to get the north one.
It's okay. It's okay.
Who ran through the south middle?
Both of us.
We had to run through the middle to get the tether.
But you don't have to be like in the middle of the boss, otherwise you take it off the other person. Oh yeah.
I use sprint. I wanna save it.
No, I use sprint in my opener, no I don't have enough TP.
Going north.
Yoink.
How dare you?
It's my tether now.
Oh. I cared so much about it.
Look at me, I am the captain now.
Well,
One
oh,
way to take rails tether.
Nah.
Guess not.
Nope.
gonna have to be sooner than that.
Yeah.
But also, Rail, can you
Still hasn't been taken.
It was one now, eh?
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
he was supposed to take it.
One.
But also,
One, two.
Rail, can you run into the hitbox then as well, just so that we can get to the tower? If you're still holding a tether.
I was dancing around Will, but it was fine. I had a lot of time.
Yeah, I can do. Sorry.
In general, once your explosion's gone off, go at least walk into the boss's hitbox. So people
Yes.
can actually get to the next safe spot behind you.
I mean, once I realised we were going to die anyway, it became a kind of a moot issue. Remember, that was my tether.
No, it was mine.
Oh my.
No, I'm the counterclockwise. You're the clockwise.
He was on one. Come on.
No, they were south and southeast.
It was on
Southwest.
D and
Oh, you were,
C.
oh, you were-
They're D and C, yeah.
I thought
So
he
mine was the one
closer.
on D, yours was the one on C.
And where were the safe spots to drop the tethers?
I don't remember. I stopped
Yeah, I
looking
didn't
once we
see.
lost my tether, but it doesn't
Because
matter. You still
north-
take,
It mattered.
Something.
yeah.
Right.
Regarding
North
which tether to
correct.
take, it still doesn't matter. Just take your tether based on the priority, and then go to your safe spot.
I mean, the moment you have the tether, you can run dead center and then reposition to go to your spot.
Yeah.
Like, you can't steal it from anyone if you already have one, so then you can go middle. 5 seconds.
Out of all the things, why did it have to be Tethers?
It didn't have
They
enough
heard how
diff
much
last
the
year.
community loved P3.
Yeah.
And DSR.
You can't take those. Oh no, yeah, we had
Yeah.
this conversation. Yep. My mind immediately just jumps to the fire ice shit, not
Estinian.
Nidstunian.
Ah, perfect. No movement required.
Nope, nope, nope.
Sorry, Faith. I think I made you panic a bit there.
There are not enough true Norse for this mechanic.
I don't have enough fucking essential dignity stacks for this.
Yeah, I haven't got enough stacks. Full stop.
Reposition,
Ayo, Panto.
DPS around D, or 4 even.
Around these nuts, got him.
Faith
I'm
is
swapping.
best.
I'm going clockwise.
And the friends. 2, you can go. 2, you can go. 2,
Too smooth.
Threes go.
Oh, lag. What was that lag?
Me, this is hard.
Oh,
The heal. Holy shit.
Yeah, I forgot to
Those,
put up my
um,
macro at the beginning.
that was some quite nice movement on the support side. That went quite well.
I had
The
random
code
lag
is
spike in
Yes,
that.
actually.
Yeah, we did good nice.
Man, that is annoying.
I was surprised.
So my co-healer threw and didn't put up macro.
It was actually heals, I think, the whole way. I'm not sure. That would have been.
Was
For
it
us,
lagging when I was rejoining the group?
I was healing for the first end after the first stack, and then I completely blanked out because we were doing it right.
It would
I
help
started-
that more stacks.
Once I rejoined the stack, I was spamming shields.
I think
long is
Sherry
that
was stood on a paddle.
How long's the mechanic?
No. I died from the missile.
Yeah, could I use
like,
Heart of Light at the end of a cast and it
Okay,
lasts?
okay.
Yeah, I think I'm using some of my MITI slightly too early.
Did you
at the
call out
start.
like a group 1 MITI call and a group 2 MITI call as well? Would that help?
There's a lot happening.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a lot
why
happening.
that's why I'm only
And-
asking, not saying.
The realization I've just had is that it's all debuff based, so it probably can't be mitigated with
Add-on
Oh,
Flame.
yeah. that's
anything.
true,
Yeah,
yeah.
with target mitis.
I don't know. I saw some of the World First groups have reprisal on during that.
At what point though? Do they do it on cast or do they do it?
During it,
Like-
just during it. It has reprisal ticking while they're taking the missiles and lasers.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess yeah, they're debuffs, but they start. It's actually damage coming out from the boss, so I suppose it is target
based on
mitiable.
the timing of the movement, like for the missile, does like okay, let's say one has gone and they're about to come back. Does 2 go before they get back, or
You can go even.
It shouldn't matter because the laser won't go off until the other person's back in
yeah,
One-
stack.
The first missile and the first laser go off at the same time. Missiles and lasers go off at the same time.
Yeah, so 2 goes the moment the
Okay,
laser
okay,
hits.
So you can
Yeah.
go like
As soon as the lasers hit you, you go.
okay, perfect.
Cool.
Okay.
And it's even more annoying as my star comes off right in the middle of that, so it won't be useful at all.
What is the cooldown on a reprisal? 60 seconds.
60. Yep.
Mm.
I guess we just try using one up. Okay, let's try using group 1's target mitis after the second laser. I'll try calling it.
Okay.
But
And-
like most of I think most of my mitis up for the first 2, and then I think it starts falling off after that point.
Yeah, I only have collective, so
Yeah.
it's not gonna be helpful.
I'm gonna hold. I have been using Numa after program loop to try and heal people, but I'm gonna hold it. See if I can swift use it during Panto for movement because it's also a pretty big heal. Was it 600 potency?
it's huge.
Yeah, the radius is 25, so if I can, so I should be able to hit everyone with it if I'm.
It's like almost
If I
a
actually
double of
manage
a
to get
normal
off on
AoE heal. Jesus.
Yeah,
5 seconds.
I might also hold Zoe for it because I was using Zoe to do some shields, but if I can just use it to pop everyone from a distance, then it might be worth it.
Oh, and in case we get to the part after that, main tank stands on 1, off tank on 2. All the tank bosses.
That should be going south.
Jesus Christ.
No, Robo!
Why?
North. Just go north.
Yeah. Why no?
The
You
towers
took my
were west
tether
and
from me.
south.
Yeah, but the tether was there. I had to go there to take it.
But don't go through.
Oh yeah, you were taking the wrong tether though. You need to take the the priority tether.
Just throw my
Yeah.
dead back to bottom.
Fee got the south. I
I
don't know.
got the south. I got the D tether, and then you took it from me as you were making your way to C. I think.
Wait.
Priority is clockwise. Robo's M1. I was the first tether clockwise at C, so Robo should have taken my tether from me at C.
Wait.
Rel-
I think Robo thought he was 4, even though he was 2.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Okay,
he was-
sorry.
he was
Don't-
intended, that's what I was
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Don't look at the color. Look at the balls.
The what?
There are balls in the color, so look at the balls.
The
wanna
actual
look at his
it
balls.
has the number written on it as well in numerals.
Or that, whatever.
Balls.
Do not look at the color.
No, I'm not looking at the color. I'm looking
That
at
was
the number.
only odd or even. It's not helpful.
It's just brain fart. Sorry, sorry.
What does the color tell?
It's odd or even.
Odd or even. So it's not very helpful.
Ah.
Damn. Run, boy. God damn it.
And 5 again.
The most important part of that whole mechanic is identifying who your partner is. Just so you know where you're going for the priority. For everything. Towers, tethers. Where you're taking the tether.
Ray, you moved too early again.
But I'm far away.
That's
then-
yours is closer than mine.
No, I mean far away from the.
Yeah, if you're out, I don't think it matters so much.
No, it does snap sometimes for no reason.
Hey, Steven, come here.
Moving.
We've got
Yeah.
two powers here. Ooh.
Yeah.
And
I was too busy fucking
I
making
know,
sure
I know,
Sir
I
doesn't
know.
die.
We get it. No worries, no worries, no worries.
Our favorite's dead. Aw. Damn.
Yeah.
Boom.
Man, whoever invented this HP penalty deserves to be slapped.
Look at this heal. They're your friends.
Is this Mr. Osmo again, or is it someone else?
I was just about to ask who designed this. I don't know.
5 seconds.
Yeah, that was stupid movement, man. I was full north, Ilya was casting. The tower was on 4. But we did it.
But you made it, yeah.
Yeah, we did it. But stupid movement.
I mean, you were north before, and you had to go south.
Yeah.
The only way you could.
Let me through. Thanks, friend.
Here you go.
I do not have a tether from someone.
Go, 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 go. Run away
Okay,
from
I've-
the robo.
Why?
You're not a tether.
I was.
No, me and Ilya were the
That was
tethers
one.
there.
Oh.
I took it
That's-
last. Yeah, that
Why is the
Three,
game
four,
lagging now? What is happening?
3412.
2 is last. Okay.
This is concerning. People
You're
just
concerned?
stuff. No, I don't think so. But it's like once every minute, there's like a second where people just start teleporting.
Oh.
Bloody German ISPs.
10-year-old net code.
Can't even complain. I'm working for one of them.
That's even more reason to complain.
Upgrade your own servers. Come on, man.
Top of the
Come-
priority list.
Why do we need a 5 million euro server in this small home? No
Ultimate Prog.
Yeah, no reason.
No reason.
So that people
Don't worry
don't
about
fly
it.
across the screen.
Who's on towers? Fours and tethers.
Can't tell me what to do.
One's to tethers, three's to towers.
What are you doing down here, Faith?
What are you
Two's to
not doing
tethers,
down there?
fours to towers.
Well,
You were supposed to be there, Steven.
And Edge.
What?
The safe spot was south and west.
Do we need a gameplay
If
review?
Faith go to south and west, then I go south.
Yeah.
Faith has priority over me. He would go. Oh, south
South.
and west. No, there was a tower there,
No,
wasn't
no,
there?
there was a
Mm.
tower.
Not
Yeah,
not for that tower, I think.
I was
checking.
Yeah, towers were on, let's say, DNA.
Yeah, I
I
thought
was.
so.
Oh,
Steven couldn't stay between DNA.
This is the one. I've got a good feeling about this one.
Yeah, this one would have been Faith North because it's still Just see it quickly.
Oh, actually, never mind. Ilya's drawn the balance. This isn't going to be a good one.
yeah, because you're not getting it.
Exactly.
Okay, if
No
you see
spread
the towers,
ball.
The perfect middle between the towers is like between A and 1, so that would be, well, that's still Faith's tower, spread position.
Yeah, Steven couldn't stay on our side for sure.
No, Steven would have been sound.
We just take it as north-south. Like, if they spawn like that, just still take it as north-south as the spots. Don't call it like, oh, it's still in between A and 1. It's just north-south, so...
West.
I mean, it's the same thing. Yeah, it means
Yeah.
the same. Okay. Seconds. Let's go.
God, pre-pulls are actually scary on this one.
Yeah, I learned that last time.
Yeah. Wait for tethers and go. Twos to towers, fours to tethers. Ones to tethers, threes to towers.
Faith got it.
Edge. Fours to towers. Twos to tethers.
No.
Ah,
Sorry, that
between.
was very late movement from the other healer.
Yeah.
I think Faith was 4 and
yeah,
he got
Faith was
he
4.
got
Ah,
dead.
okay.
Okay,
Edge.
stop. You get-
Cool, cool, cool.
And what?
Wait for tethers. Boost to towers, pause to tethers. Threes to towers, ones to tethers.
Why are you stealing my
Whoa, sir,
tethers?
what are you doing?
I'm. Wait, what was that?
Hey, clipping.
Who is it?
You want a 1, I don't think.
Oh,
Oh boy.
I was too. My bad.
The numbers, what do they mean?
I thought it was. They disappear at that point. I thought there were no more numbers, and I thought, oh,
It's limit cut basically, Faith. It's limit cut numbers.
Everything is a limit cut.
Everything.
Just wait till we actually get to limit cut.
Finally, the opposite to directionally challenged. Numerically,
Numerically
challenged.
challenged.
Wait, they don't even visibly do electric slide in phase 2.
No, they don't.
Oh.
There's no electric slide, so
Yes.
I'm assuming they
It's
probably
like
There's
use it
PlayStation,
later.
though.
Bed.
Yeah, PlayStation.
That's like so innovative. Doing PlayStation again.
Well, no, that's just to identify who your partner is.
Once
Surely
they make an
could-
asset, they want to use it as much as possible, and so on
Yeah.
to time to make those pluses and minuses and whatnots.
Have you not seen the ED mods? We're getting a new one, which is still the exact same emote.
I fucking hate all those eater ones. Move.
They're so pointless.
You're pointless.
Pause to tethers, twos to towers.
But are you wrong though?
No,
Threes
I
to
got
towers,
clipped.
ones to my co-hitter's throne.
I'm not throwing. The Tether isn't even on D. He's below D.
This is gonna hurt.
Wow.
Goodbye, world.
No, hello world.
Vagabundo.
Below these nuts. Yeah,
5 seconds.
yeah. It was below these nuts. It clipped me and doomed me. Died of cringe.
Don't act surprised, you had the warning.
Sorry, I was caught up in the music I was listening to.
Oh no, he be vibing.
I do be vibing.
Wait for the tethers.
how's it again?
Pause to tethers, twos to towers.
This looks like the exact same pattern.
Run away.
Ones to tethers, threes to towers. Twos tethers, fours towers.
Oh,
Made.
Hey,
oh my
nice.
god, survival.
Fucking hell.
Okay,
Okay,
position.
I'm not
rolls,
I'm not gonna
get
use
into your
Numa
rolls.
here.
Into your rolls.
Right, got a swap.
Okay. I'm already making
No!
I'm sorry.
Faith,
Someone
you should have
didn't
been on the other
adjust.
side because we were matching.
Look, Macrocosmos.
That's got a
Oh.
revive function, right?
Just a-
Someone say. Oh.
Look at all
Yeah,
those
the same.
corpses brought back.
If you had the same number as me, you got a swap.
Oh yeah, we got 2 wave cannons, that's why we did. Okay.
Man, if I get one, that's gonna be annoying for Macrocosmos.
Faith, you're looking at every support.
It's on the first slide of the raid plan.
Yeah, it's a bit rough for some people.
No, no,
But
no.
once-
I mean, it's
Once-
the same as looking at
All
all
phase
support
main tank,
for
okay.
Robo in the first phase.
Yeah, right. I've just took the screenshot and put it in.
That's it.
the chat. Yeah, so Faith, as MT, you literally just check the supports. If your number matches with any of them, you just swap sides.
If you don't, you don't.
You just see who you match with. If you don't match with the DPS, then you don't swap.
Well, it's
I mean,
easier for Faith to see if he. Like, there's no point in Faith looking at the DPS because that doesn't matter.
Why?
It doesn't matter. No, it doesn't
Exactly.
matter.
No, it doesn't matter. He doesn't look at DPS. If he just looks at the other 3 supports,
Okay,
'Cause if he-
matches with the DPS, that means
Yep, you're both saying the same thing opposite way round.
Yeah, exactly.
No, the difference
it's
is
either
if he
him
looks
looking
at
at. He's
No,
either looking at
it's
3
literally
other
the same.
people or 4
It's-
other people.
Yeah, it's his fewer things for him to look at if he looks at supports.
Okay. Well,
Where
the same as
where
the
you-
first phase, isn't it?
in the
Whether
first
you
phase,
look at-
Faith doesn't
reverse
have
of the
anyone
first
to
phase.
adjust.
Yeah, it's the reverse of the first phase.
Right, let's go.
All or nothing.
Yeah, and that.
Alright. Everyone ready?
Oh boy, my gear.
5 seconds. What's the condition?
20.
Ooh.
Early
Sorry,
Paul.
sorry, stop.
Well, just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. He didn't die, so we can just go with it.
But my opener, my deeps.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, it does. I'm an Astra. I
We're
need the
not gonna
DPS.
see past 3rd explosion on Panto.
I like to see the big numbers though.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
since Astra has so many of them.
Join the club.
4's to tethers, 2's to towers.
My goodness.
Ooh, you did it.
1's tethers, 3's towers. Friend, you scared me a bit there.
I'm fine.
2's
think-
tethers, 4's towers. Probably might die.
No,
Hey.
I'm afraid.
Hey yo.
Good job, good job, good job.
Into your roll groups.
Foggers.
On the hitbox, chaps.
I'm too busy healing.
I'm swapping.
Ooh.
Oh, fucking.
What?
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
What is Sir doing here?
Yep.
Yeah, what have you? 2's?
Yeah,
Oh.
Other side was
mind.
over.
not like I'm mad at.
Goodbye.
Yeah, that is just rough because 1 death means you can't even practice the rest because you will die to that corpse.
Well, you die because they don't exist anymore.
Yeah,
And then 2 people won't exist anymore, and then it's over.
yeah.
Right, this is the one.
Okay, wait, checking. What went wrong with the groups?
I don't know.
The groups were fine. I just died from
they went
Tesla.
Yeah, we had an extra person.
Yeah, Sir appeared out of nowhere.
Actually, I swapped sides like twice because that pattern was weird. I didn't
Were
see
you
whether
the
it covered
one as
A or
well?
not. Huh?
Were you the other one?
No, I was.
Okay. I know. Oh, then Val must have been the other one. Because I swapped because I was matching one of the ranged. I just wasn't sure if it was.
Yeah,
Val.
you were matching with me.
I was just so baffled that Sir was on our side that I forgot to do a mechanic.
To yourselves.
Wait,
Oh
so
yeah,
Robo-
ask for repairs. Come
Okay,
on,
Robo was on the DPS side,
Next
and I wasn't. We were 3 people on the DPS side, so 1 person was still missing.
That would be Sir.
P, what side were you on?
You was on your side.
Yeah,
DPS side.
just our side.
Yeah, you yeeted me into oblivion.
I noticed. I'm so sorry.
5.
3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That almost perfectly timed with my music. That was awesome.
If you're Chinese, so almost.
Been and gone. Wait for tethers. Fours to tethers, twos to towers. Ones to tethers, threes to towers.
Yoink. Bye.
Ilya, please. Ilya,
It's
please.
fine.
Twos to tethers, fours to towers.
Move.
What? Don't worry, I saw.
No,
the-
I'm worried because that's my tower. I'll take the tether by mistake.
Okay, let's go.
Nice, nice, nice.
People need to stop worrying about what I'm doing.
It was all
You're so
according to
worrying.
plan. Don't worry.
Man, I just don't want my fucking co-healer to die. Because then I have to do this shit by myself.
I'm
And then it's a
swapping.
wipe.
Faith adjust.
Oh, jeez.
Don't move too far forward.
Well, Faith adjust, but he's still with us.
Ouch.
Two's out.
Nice rail. We did the.
Everyone's dead here.
Hey, we were two
Three's
people.
out.
Ooh,
Oh,
a 2 didn't move
fine.
out. Or was it 3?
Someone was missing.
No, it was
He
a dead
wasn't,
body.
he wasn't far enough. Or it was a dead body.
It was a dead body.
Yeah, I got clipped by the stack and I got killed by my missile, so.
Bloody missiles.
Something I still see people not understanding is you wait for the flamethrowers to catch up to you until your first circle is dropped. Like,
Yeah.
okay, flamethrowers are on D and C,
Yeah.
so the DPS group literally just stand on C. Wait until they cycle round and there is actually a cone AoE like on top of you. Wait until your circle like you can start slowly moving if you think you're going to die to it, but like your circle and the first flamethrowers, the first flamethrower that reaches you should be overlapping. The whole point of having the group right at the back is that you're trying to keep your circles as close to the flamethrowers as possible, so that as you're moving, you've got shit tons of space in front of you for the missile people to move around in, and hopefully not fuck you over in the meantime. Like, I don't have a clip ready of other groups doing it, but like every group has the main like light party of each side right up against the back flamethrowers, so that whatever the missile people are doing in that group's strat has all of that half of the arena to use to get their missile away from the group.
So gone. I think he's gone.
That's my explanation.
Remember to repair.
Excellent.
Just saying that because I just did.
I just want to see how low I can get my gear.
The lowest you can go is 1%. After that, it's broken.
Yeah,
But only when you die, right?
Or you kill an ad.
I was trying to rebalance it, so I'm trying to see if it will last for the duration of this instance. So
I
get it all back to the same.
I think the durability
Triple.
gets used up randomly too.
Oh.
Like some
Like
pieces get more damage than others, I have a feeling.
That's weird. Everything's at like nearly everything's at 22%, except for the stuff I wasn't using in my T group. Because I used some of my pieces I swap out for
For me, it's
don't
the
say.
older
and the
older
amulet,
stuff.
1% lower.
What you're saying is you want those 0.2% DPS increase.
It's just stuff like I swap out spell speed gear for like crit debt or crit piety. And it's not like the actual T-Bis stuff, it's just last tier's tome or Asphodelos. Because it's still capped, because it's 600. Level.
Seconds.
Oh, I moved. I'm a hypocrite. Help.
Fours to tethers, twos to towers.
Ooh.
Ones to tethers, threes to towers.
Someone in the tower, someone in the tower, someone in the tower.
You're in my space there.
What?
I
Why
thought,
were you on tethers?
why were
Those
you on
ones.
tether? It's
I was
what?
ones on tethers.
Yeah, I was one, and Steven was one.
Yeah. Oh, okay, then
Pulled it out.
Yeah, if you went out, even though I was supposed to grab that tower.
Oh, I don't know, Brian.
You won towers with me.
Oh god, I got numbers mixed up. God damn it.
I was sitting there. Why is he stealing my tower? What is he doing?
I saw blue and my brain shut off.
Oh no, the
Everyone's
dance.
activated.
Well, I guess you were halfway
No.
there.
5 seconds.
Guess we're starting with technical.
He did that on purpose.
What?
He timed it perfectly with my. Yep.
Hey Steven, let's do this again.
Fours to tethers, twos to towers. That would have been a bad mess up.
Okay,
Ones,
Thank you.
ones to tethers, threes to towers.
I got hit by the blaster.
Did I kill people?
Kill you.
Probably.
Mm,
Was it tether needed?
Goodbye.
Apparently it was. Couldn't save it.
I'm hugging the tower and I still get hit.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, he's here.
You got this, Steven.
Yeah, just homing.
Just
Just
feign
back
death.
flip.
Am I gonna die? Oh, there I go.
Oh,
I mean, you could have just walked into the wall, but
I took the opportunity to stuff a piece of garlic bread in my mouth instead.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Classy.
Thank you.
5 seconds.
Oh, I pre-moved. My bad.
How dare you?
Oh well.
Oh, I saw,
Nope.
I saw you moving to the other side. And I thought
No,
you were going there.
no.
Oh, what?
Hmm.
I'm at my tower. Yeah, I'll
That's
hit
why
you
I
with
was
this.
waiting, and I thought you were going there.
No, don't adjust. I wasn't moving anywhere else. Don't adjust.
You were wiggling.
5 seconds.
Go.
Jesus. Come on,
Jesus.
man.
I'm not gonna heal that.
Man, I've just wasted 2 stacks on him. Should have let him die.
I wasn't going to die. You could have just left it for my bloodbath.
Well, you could have died if you were the first person to take the tower.
Tower.
Tower, yeah.
Twos to towers, fours to tethers. Threes to towers, ones to tethers.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Fours to towers, twos to tethers.
Nice.
God, I hate that.
Alright.
Like, watch. Steven looks at full health. Oh, no, he's
And
at
he's done.
1%.
Look at your parties. Save adjust.
Wait. No,
Oh,
went too early.
there.
Where's one?
AoE's everywhere. Gotta wait.
Oh, me.
Please move out. Please.
I was.
I'm running. I forgot. You made me panic.
I have to go now.
Oh, we're dead. We're so
Move
dead.
in, move in,
No, we're
move
not. Macrocosm. No.
Hey, we almost did it, and now tanks on 1 and 2.
Yeah, I'm a tank. Don't worry about
Well
it.
done. Well done, well done, well done.
Pog.
Ow!
Let's see if I
Why
did it
couldn't
right.
you survive more than one, Ilya? I wanted to do the mechanic.
I did it!
I got hit by
Enrage.
2. What do you mean?
Let's go.
Yes, sir. If you're like number
Well
one,
done, guys, well done.
You
And
should try to go like,
Whee!
with the Anavant, just in case.
Don't pull.
Oh, but I made it in plenty of time.
It's just
So
that
what went
it
wrong on
dropped
that side?
It dropped your puddle right in front of us, so
yeah, you have to go inside the hitbox if you're the person to have to go out for the missile.
Hang on. Let me.
Ray, I didn't give you money.
What number were you, Robo?
2. I went out correct.
Oh, okay.
I didn't,
I
but-
had one,
There you
so I
go.
can't show you.
I can show you the whole.
She's got an
story
example.
POV.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. That was nice.
We almost died to that flamethrower there. Of how late we moved.
So those small lasers during the tank busters aren't actually baited?
No, they're not baited at all. The only thing that's baited on that last bit is the tank busters themselves. They're max melee, or the furthest players away take them. So the tanks go max melee, everyone else goes in the hitbox and just has to take the lasers out as they're given them.
Well, that's important information.
wait, how did
We said
you
that a
end
few
up
times
on the
already.
same side as me, Faith? What happened there?
Oh, Faith was supposed to just.
Yeah, he was supposed to be with you guys.
How?
Artists were correct.
He's got
eh?
the same debuff as V, so he swaps.
Yeah, the
Oh,
parties were
okay.
correct. It's all good.
Yeah. And
Movement-wise,
if you see
we're
my
on-
movement, I can go, further to get one more CD. You can get. Okay.
And our party was almost perfect, right? We didn't die.
We
So
did
how
it
the
right.
tank
We-
Yeah.
busters work? I
Well,
don't
the only
understand.
small part was the Ilya should have run in more, so
Yeah.
we had a ring, but that's it. Besides that, it was perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
I
very
did
good.
the same thing, I guess.
Yeah.
And we still made it somehow.
general movement. General movement for the people who aren't one going for their bait. They move into the middle of the hitbox first.
I was one.
Go back V to show it. Go back
Ah,
to show your movement there. Too far.
Ah,
I think, by the way, I think you guys moved too early and left Steven alone.
Yeah, I was still waiting for the first puddles
Yeah.
to drop.
You guys just don't move at the beginning. Wait till the puddles drop.
Puddles drop in line with the flamethrower AoEs.
So that's where he went. I was wondering.
Yeah, and then obviously I couldn't run forward because there was
Yeah.
puddles everywhere.
You go in
Okay.
to get across and right up to the front. Drop your meteor, not meteor. If you're 4, you don't have to rejoin because the last laser's already gone off, I think.
And we do 20% damage there.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a perfectly clean run, I think we can do it. I mean, the only reasons the World First groups are having always hitting enrage is because they're holding the next burst.
Oops.
I mean, for just getting to the next phase, we can just dump it, right?
Yeah. We're going to be learning phase 2 for a while as well.
Ray, thank you.
We had like 5 seconds
No
of burst.
worries.
Complete one's
Mhm.
content. There you go.
13
You don't have
seconds.
to.
I know.
3-minute
okay.
ad. There you go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Good. Let's go.
Oh no.
Go, 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 go,
I'm
go.
back. I'm back.
5 seconds.
Welcome back.
Okay. Well done, guys. Well done.
Let's do it again.
100 more times.
Hell yeah.
8 more times to get weapons.
Oh my god.
You don't get weapons after phase 1.
Wait, you don't?
Oh no.
Oh no,
Where's
no,
my
no.
Man,
constellation
what the fuck are we
This is
doing,
scum.
man?
Wait,
Ah.
what do you mean phase 1?
Wasn't this the whole
This is
fight?
This is go 11, isn't it?
Yeah, where are the giant fists? Come on, man.
Yeah. Balls to tethers, twos to towers.
Yoink. Goodbye.
Ones to tethers, threes to towers.
You really don't need to give me draw calling.
Alright. Twos to tethers, fours to towers.
Nice.
I'll be fine.
Oh, boy.
Source, trust me, bro.
Wait and lost roll weapons.
The brutal shell shield keeps throwing me off. Like, where the fuck is that shield coming from?
Wait. Yep.
Dave, you need to walk in the middle.
You can go.
If-
You can
Oh, oh no!
If you're one, you start like
go.
dead center, so you can get to the front quicker because you cut us off there.
I thought 3.
Go on, you can do it. Every
Alright.
cooldown. Oh, oh, he was on both. Actually throwing.
What happened on our side?
I thought it was
I
my
died, I think, too. I walked into a splash. I just need to.
Yeah, and I thought
Pick
it
a
was
path.
my turn.
You were 2.
No, I was 2.
Oh,
I was
what
one.
are you doing?
So is it the freeze are getting the stacks first?
Does it
Not
matter?
sure. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that bit doesn't matter.
It kinda
You
matters
just
for me to use my macrocosmos on time.
Oh,
I don't know.
don't have to have a look.
What?
Well, it's fine
At
for
what
now.
point are
But
you using macro?
well, I want to use it right before the first stack. That way I can snapshot both stacks and heal for the third one.
Is it not just like after the second puddle was
Yeah.
baited?
It says in the raid plan, it's like, yeah, missiles and beams go off during second floor bait placement, 5th, 8th, and the theoretical 11th. There's no actual 11th, but
So you use it after we bait the first puddle. Is that what I'm reading?
Okay.
I guess, yeah.
Basically move out from the first one and use it. Got it.
Yeah.
And 5 seconds.
16.
16.
Bongos.
I guess we
Are you-
need a 25-second countdown.
With motivational bongos at every second.
5. Yeah.
During the poll as well, yeah.
No, it's the Rona.
Fours to tethers, twos to towers. Ones to tethers, threes to towers.
Faye.
Fours to towers.
Nah, it's fucked.
And also
Ah,
tethers.
Fuck.
Yeah, apparently so.
I live. Get fucked notes.
Loop.
Hang on.
Man, this cough is actually worse than fucking Corona.
I got the gear warning.
Oh my god, you poor soul.
You just click on me and I will fix it for you. I can't believe you go to
Right.
Rail instead of me.
No, Rail is my mechanic.
Hey, I gotta share the love of
Wow.
me not giving you any gil and you giving me free repairs.
Fixes my car, my gear, everything.
And 5.
Oh. Oh my god.
Those are the people.
Yeah. I hear the aggro noise and then fear for my life.
I can relate to that every time I get a card, and then I look and it's like, oh, thank God.
I mean, I can stop giving you one.
No, please go ahead. It's the kind of surprise that I enjoy.
Noted.
Force to tethers, twos to towers. Ones to
Bloody
tethers,
Gouda.
threes to towers.
This is the worst. Oh wait, both tanks had Poggies.
Force to towers,
Yoink.
twos to
No!
tethers.
There's a tower over here, guys!
Oh! I tried seeing if I could rescue you into it, but I did it way too late.
Where was the tower?
Sir and Rail. They was on the west, and Sir and Rail were like
Okay.
hugging it on either side.
No, I was trying to go south, but then Rail went south. So I tried.
Rail, priority, come on.
Wait, which one? Where was the other safe spot?
North.
I only-
South.
North.
North.
What? I only
If you
saw
can see
south
both the
and-
towers,
Weird.
Only so south.
If you
You
can
know
see
that
both
the other one must be
towers.
north.
Wait, but when it's north-south, isn't Sir supposed to be north?
no, so that's
No.
R2.
Oh, he's
That was
R2,
R1.
okay. I thought he was R1.
I don't get.
I did enough of my
I
just.
don't get.
The amount of
That's
times,
Pet to get.
the amount of times
Yeah.
we've had these positions.
Oh
the
boy.
good.
Right, this is the one.
Yeah, 5 seconds.
Ignore the get.
Oh,
Yeah, you did.
Again?
look, man, I'm pressing it at 1.5, so I hit the boss as soon as it hits 0.
Any Tomahawk gamers? Any pre-pull primer renders? Oh yeah, you're right.
Four stake tethers, 2 stake towers. Ugh.
Good tower.
Ones to tethers, 3s to towers.
Ooh, I was out soon enough.
4s to towers, 2s to tethers.
Here, one tether here.
What?
It's here. Really? Okay, kill him, it's okay. Nice.
Getting Steven. We're
Uh,
down
You've
3.
got 3 down.
Hard casting, sir.
I got
Just
some.
go. Okay, hard casting Robo.
I am gonna heal.
Yeah, you just heal.
I'm 4.
Okay, on the boss's
sir.
hitbox. Wait. Stand
Oh.
still.
Well,
Okay, now we start to move. 2's out.
Oh, my number just got reassigned. What the fuck?
No, Rail, were you 2 then?
Freeze move
No,
out.
I was
Oh,
one.
I was.
Freeze!
Oh, then Rail, you shouldn't have been in front of us. You dropped your AoEs in our path.
Yep.
we can do this, guys. We.
If you're one returning, you need to return around the outside edge of the arena so that you
see
don't
that.
drop barrels in front of us.
Come on, Alpha, you can do this.
That's what I did.
I
I
did too
didn't
late.
put those AoEs there.
Okay.
Should have covered me, SMH.
Like, I was
Should have shot
number
you in
one,
that as well.
and I was already on the outer side of the thing, so I just popped sprint and was going through here the entire time,
Okay.
and then I joined back in.
I thought, well, we got some splashes in front of us. I thought it was you. Apologies.
Nah.
I also don't know where those.
I got raised in the middle.
Yeah, I think it was because Robo raced in the middle.
Robo.
Yeah, at that point, I think we just wall if we have
Yeah.
that many deaths.
Yeah,
Because
2
I
deaths
died
is
from
fine.
damage anyway.
Yeah, it's
Too
okay, but
much.
Food up.
to practice.
And 5.
Fours to tethers, 2s to towers. 1's to tethers. 3's to towers.
What?
4's to towers, 2's to tethers. Shit, they're gonna die.
Yep.
Fuck.
How did I live? What a shit.
I got a draw on you at last second, but that meant I couldn't put anything on Stephen. So sorry, Stephen, you got sacrificed so I could live.
Adjust.
On the hitbox. And wait. There we go.
Who's go?
Choose out.
Threes go.
Yeah, we only had 2 in our stack. I think Fate
Yep,
died coming
someone
across to
was
us.
missing.
What? What
I
are
saw
you
Fate
doing here?
run towards us, but
Yeah,
I think he died on the way.
Yeah, I had no people
Where?
anyway, so I decided to come.
I
join
wanted
the-
to see if I could sack someone, but I was the one with the D-pad.
I'm minding my own business with my 3 and just see a random DPS coming from the other side.
My group was dead. I think.
How the fuck are you even getting across? Like, can you actually still get across the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. It's really easy.
Why though? Why are you crossing groups?
No,
That
my
late
group
in the
was
mechanic?
dead, dude.
Oh,
I was joining the living, and I already did my
to
missile.
murder the rest of us.
My missile was gone. It was.
What? No, it wasn't. I got hit. I got yeeted into the wall.
Not by mine, unless I got someone else's. I already. mine-
Laser and missile.
I-
Yeah,
If
I was.
the moment 4 goes to drop the missile, you just go to positions for the next one, eh? It's safe.
You know what happened?
What?
What yeeted us was the people
A
dead
corpse.
from my group.
Yeah.
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 Oh, when you guys walked around.
Yeah.
Yep.
When the 4th set goes off, the flamethrowers and the puddles end, and it goes into the next. The tank cleaves and the single
Okay,
target lasers.
Yeah, move immediately. Okay.
Yeah, after 4th you go. The whole party goes south except for tanks. Tanks stay on 1 and 2 outside of the max melee. And well, party south spreads to not cleave each other with lasers.
Yep. Basically, like DC 3, 4, and C, because there's 3 of them.
Yeah, but you need to be careful that you don't go outside of the boss's hitbox, because then you will bait the tank buster.
Yes.
Yeah. Never go max melee.
As in
Stay
like-
under the boss's hitbox the whole time. Are we gonna do the tank and Vaughn shit?
We talk about like let me say the mini phase before enrage. For the
That's
mechanic
what-
before enrage.
That's
Yeah,
what we
yeah.
were just talking about.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
still
I
part
think-
Panto.
I think
Okay.
we should still keep tanks on 1 and 2, but use Inmon for the last, like upcoming, for just the tank busters to not die to them, and so we can keep
mean,
mitigation. Because the timing
you
is a
can-
bit. I think the timing is a bit too tight to be very consistent on like hitting it every single time to stay stacked.
Well, if you both pop like a, I wouldn't say a 10, maybe a 20% for the first hit, and then just
Yeah.
invuln after the first and stack.
That's the plan. I was like planning
Yeah.
to use hard core them, and then invuln the moment I get hit by the first buster.
Yep.
And then we could theoretically stack after
That-
that. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, might as well give people more space.
The
Sorry,
party
we
needs
still
fo-
need to clean. We still need to clean Panto anyway. So
Yeah,
let's
it's just
keep
good
going.
to just know already. Oh, did Robo say it's gone?
Well, everyone was ready. Then you guys decided to keep talking.
Yeah, we like talking.
Yeah, I noticed.
It's called
yeah,
being
it's
a
gone.
hardcore ultimate pod group. Spend more time talking than trying.
And then for the next 3 hours, don't even get there again.
I mean, I think we're at like what? We're at like 150, 160 pulls by now. All the other groups are at like, all the hardcore prog groups are at like 400 ish.
And then way more.
Neverland's at
Wait,
455. Oh, what the fuck? The gap there is insane. Neverland's at 455, but Kindred's at, Otter Nuts is at 353.
Maybe Neverland kept failing D1 because
The fuck?
the pulls are shorter.
Otter Nuts is 300, is 100 pulls behind Kindred and Neverland, and they're ahead of Kindred.
Jeez.
They do more talking, less pulling.
I'm back.
Yeah,
Let's go.
probably.
5 seconds. Can anyone please clear phase 4 now? I want to see it. I want to see phase 5. Fuck Neverland.
No cards, Sedge.
I got the spear. This is the one.
Man.
So also got a spear.
Alright then, Robo. I'll just for you this time.
Yep,
Elia?
Robo's gonna
Elia?
kill it.
Elia? Elia? Elia?
I was watching Robo doing the wrong
Robo's
thing.
killed it.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Robo, I was supposed to be north there and you were supposed to be east.
The funny thing is, Elia, you were just a
was on
step
one.
away from your tower.
I was actually so baffled that Robo is standing on one. I was like, he is gonna hit the tower. What?
Yeah, he was right next to Rail. I was like, oh, fuck.
I was that close. I thought he was safe.
Yeah, one wasn't
You were
safe to
close.
stand on. And it was my spot anyway.
Yeah, I was like, oh, what?
Stood left from one. I thought he was safe, to be honest. That's why I went there.
No.
No.
Sorry, I killed you, my dude.
He's upset.
Not
What?
that much, but
I was waiting for the pull.
Uh-oh. I accidentally used Swift. So no one die.
Actually throwing. Oh my god.
Man, I don't even know how, because I don't use any of the buttons on the same line.
Imagine having to use Swift.
Increase
Tries
the
the
towers,
mobility.
increase the force the tethers.
Hey, we're missing a
Is
2
that-
down here. We're missing a 2 down here.
Sorry, that's my fault.
you
I
see,
did that too. I took the second tether as
Very mean of you.
yeah.
My call outs.
I don't know, I feel like the
your
calls are
callouts are
confusing.
fine.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, I'm telling you exactly what to do, but like,
I don't know, it's already in the mind. It's already.
Yeah.
okay, I will shut the fuck up. Noted.
Yeah, can you please do less callouts? Come on, man. We don't want to get carried.
Work hard. Madge.
Oh, you said work card? I only was able to draw 2, so. Suffer.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair.
Sick movements there, Ath.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Oh, V!
I really, I thought
Yes.
I'd killed myself, to be honest.
Oh,
are
I,
we
did,
dead?
I didn't see you, my dude.
Oh yeah, we've
the
lost
tether
before.
swap
We're dead.
took too long.
Yeah.
Ow.
Oh,
That's a lot of death.
I mean, if you went straight to the middle, I could have went
Yeah,
closer
but
to him.
it took me forever to grab the tether from him. I don't know why.
Yeah, it didn't
And
want to swap.
It literally refused.
Is that just what you say when you're throwing?
No, I was literally moving through the tether like this.
I can attest, he was running through it and nothing happened.
He was constantly tapping left and right to stay out of line.
Didn't want the responsibility taken.
Imagine they put bugs into Omega as the team.
Well, I mean, they kind of did before this was
Yeah.
released.
Yeah, that's true. They took away his screens.
Yeah.
Screw your monitors,
Right.
you don't need them.
imagine the mechanic with of ultimate without the monitors.
Imagine if you couldn't even see the hands on that.
Imagine dragging these nuts.
Damn,
Got him.
good point.
Ah.
Uh-oh. mistakes were made.
Why was it Teva at...
Wasn't in a
Oh,
tower.
yeah. I was like, why is the Teva being on the tower? But that's the next tower. No?
Five.
Match. Card still on 5-second cooldown.
Kill issue.
Actually, it's
No,
a
no,
countdown.
I'm here, I'm here.
Ah, okay, we're going for positions.
No, no, what positions? He's looking at me.
Yeah, please
Is
don't
it
go for
here?
please don't go for position notes.
No, I'm not. Don't listen to him.
No, I mean, why were you going towards the tower? I mean, last time you killed Grail now. That's
Oh,
all.
just focus, focus, please.
Oh,
Well, so is
I want
that.
to see Panto again. Ah, yes, focus. Love it.
gets Venn diagram.
Yep.
Help. Help.
Goodbye.
No help.
Well,
I'm betting we get a clean Panto by the end of this lockout.
12 minutes.
Are you willing? Are you willing to pay some gifted subs on my stream for that?
I'm willing to bet a boiled egg. I'll give
Hey,
you my
I have-
Twitch Prime sub.
I have 4,000 of those. Boiled
I'll
eggs.
one up here. I'm betting a grilled carp.
I do have a
shit.
lot of coffee
Coffee
biscuits still in one of my retainers. I can bet those. They used to be worth something.
The samurai in my other group has over 10,000 boiled eggs.
Why?
Just on him.
Give
I
people
don't
when you
know.
make trades. Everyone loves
Yeah.
an egg in trying times.
I had 1,000 as a gift.
He traded me like 5k when
Yeah.
we cleared, and I don't know why I didn't just say no. But it means I've got XP food for like the next 3 expansions.
Exactly.
I fucked up my fork without subbing to Ilya.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so
Because I
when
completely forgot.
we die, we can blame Sir for giving Ilya money.
Yeah, how dare you?
Yeah, my bad.
Actually throwing for content.
damn.
Oh, fuck
this
me,
the right
these
spot?
spots are annoying. Ooh.
You made it. Even I'm proud of you.
Yeah, that was a bit of a maze to get through.
Friend.
It's fine. I'm busy healing, man.
I'm,
Whoa,
just,
we're waiting for
I'm
us, sir.
trying to get out so I don't
Aw.
kill other people, but you're just sat next to me like, hey, I didn't.
How you doing, man?
And I need to run to the spot, but I can't when you're just sat there next to me, and I'm worried you might end up taking my tether.
Are the sounds not working?
I'll be free. Come on.
Are you saying you do not trust Ilya? Come on.
I don't trust when he stood right next to me and the way tethers fucking work in this game.
Right, 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes of quality pulls here.
I'll check after the
They're all gonna be Pantocrator pulls, right, guys?
during the break.
E2 in range.
Me too.
Whoa there.
Damn. A phase we haven't even seen yet. That's bold.
What if we go? I mean,
It's probably just a healer check anyway.
it's
Yeah,
an easy one.
No,
He's-
it's
he's doing
not. It's not. It's like, and you tell how tethers work. More tethers, but debuff related this time.
I take debuff related towers.
With this shit,
Why you taking my tether, man?
Where are you, kid? Sorry, sir. I
There's
thought.
two
Oh,
people
was
in
it
that
taking-
tower.
No, yeah. I went for the tether again. I saw two. I went for the tether. Ah,
Less talking, more focus.
No,
After
this
was
is
grabbing my tether.
From now on, focus for the next 9 minutes and 40 seconds.
And 5.
Yeah, I was wondering, there should have been a sound for this up. But there wasn't. Bum bum bum.
No, don't pre-move.
The one time it failed.
That's why you don't do it.
I blame the bus being too far close to us.
No, blame yourself.
Oh, I've gone the
Okay.
wrong way. It just adjusts to me.
That was close.
Wait.
No, what?
Thank you.
Needs to be a bit
My
quicker on
brain.
those tethers.
Thanks, Rail.
My brain had the confusion.
Rail, why are you just standing there?
Because I was over
He went
anyways.
to try and res me, but
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you using your Swift during prog for not raise?
didn't we tell you not to use it during prog?
Yes.
Man, it's muscle memory. I gotta do that slipstream.
You can just hardcast.
Sag.
Imagine having
Well,
a
there's-
cast as a summoner, as
I
a
know,
caster.
right?
Oh, there's the other option.
He
You
misses
go red
cast.
mage.
Yeah.
Go red mage.
No.
Play black mage.
Nah, because that's actually throwing.
True. With the amount of
And red-
movement in here, probably, yeah.
And red mage isn't? Come on.
Not? Oh,
Earlier
I
friend.
am, yeah.
Earlier friend. And
Oh.
Wow.
Quality.
Right,
what happened
focus.
yeah, what happened to focusing for the last 9 minutes of lockout?
I
Oh, I
turned,
just pressed my pot. Why did I do
Oh,
that?
I turned into black mage, sorry. Just with less DPS.
Let's see. 7 minutes and 50 seconds of focused pulls.
I feel like
Life.
every time you
Come
say
on,
it,
or-
you just wipe on tethers.
I see the boss isn't so far close to us now.
Yay.
Yay. What?
Focus.
Hitbox. We don't have a 1 out.
That
Who's?
was me.
Who's?
2's out.
We
Uh,
don't
yeah.
have
What killed me?
Please.
The cannon, eh?
The bait was wrong.
threes.
4's out.
3 was already dead. I was 3 and I was dead.
Okay, that one. Okay.
Yeah, Faith, you almost did it. You just needed to be back in line with the party quicker. I think you can still be at the edge and get hit by the stack, but it's just harder because you're not like you've got more further to move than the people further in.
5.
I needed to take my tether.
Ah,
No.
Pain. last set.
Yeah, I mixed it up.
Alright, guys, I've got him. Smack him to death. My autos will kill him.
Rescue him into the wall and he'll die.
Read him
Ah, yeah.
something.
Yeah, why don't we do that with the bosses?
Yeah.
How long is phase one?
2 minutes.
2 minutes and 9
Win.
seconds.
Yeah, wait a minute. 2 minutes and 9 seconds. How is Xeno getting 3 inner releases in his face? It's pre-pull. Yeah.
They're here only. Nice.
Yeah, okay, I see how.
Fast attack the
Okay,
tanks
so just
during
Middle on the hitbox, middle on the hitbox.
Panto.
focus.
We've lost one.
Yeah, Faith moved too late.
Who's go?
Rails killing.
Yeah,
Not that it matters.
yeah, Rail, you
Please
needed
go.
to stay on the outside longer.
Ah, damn it.
Bye, Robo.
Okay. We kind of did it. Nice.
Yeah, we did it.
LB1, you got this.
Fuck me. I was got hit for like 5 million damage, I think, combined.
Yeah, Faith, it's really early to get across there at the start.
Start timer. There's time for one more.
Yeah, one more good pull. And then we have a 5-minute break. 5 or 10.
5
So we'll give. I thought we
No
should give it 10.
breaks.
It's pretty repetitive shit. I don't know. 5 can work.
I will be 10 anyway.
Yeah.
Nice.
So let's say 10 and just be sure that it's only 10.
Hello, Lilia. Goodbye,
Hello,
Lilia.
goodbye.
I am gonna cast Slipstream. Thank you. Goodbye.
This guy is still healing me.
Which getting the towers?
4.
You, Robo.
Yeah.
You're the only one with a debuff left.
Kills.
Middle on the HP bar, on the boss bar. One's out.
Oh fuck.
What happened there, Steve?
Steven got hit by the flamethrower.
Yeah.
You have to like stand
I took
already
half a
across
step
from it
too many. Yeah.
and death.
Oh yeah, we be a good dead.
Nice roll. That was what, 3 Panthers in a row?
Come on, Robo, we got this.
I'm on in position. Yes.
28%, nice.
Pain.
Bam.
A mere 500,000 damage.
Man, I appreciated the confident feint.
I even used my collective, man.
You should have arm's length to give him slow.
Oh yeah, it's the best
He
cooldown.
doesn't auto attack. That's why. I thought about it.
Alright,
Wait, so
then.
during Panto he doesn't attack, doesn't do any auto attacks on tanks?
No.
Does he?
Thank fuck he doesn't.
No.
Yeah.
Be at like 2 HP.
Sweet, I can give myself Phoenix. Nice.
Are we back at like 18 past then?
I'll make it 19.
Oh, you're generous. Thank you.
I'll make it 50.
Jesus.
We'll come back tomorrow.
Pushing you a lot.
Nice.
All right. See you in 10.
See ya.
Okay, now let's see what the fuck happened over here. Sound alerts. Open the dashboard. Hmm. Look like it. There we go. Let me check.
Thank you.
There we go. Back up again. What are these trending ones? What is this? That's loud. Why are these so goddamn loud?
It's nothing like smoking fools while you high.
Huh? Damn it. That is a good one.
What are these birds doing here?
Let's do it.
Gabagool.
I have no idea what some of these trendings are. Jesus. It's so sad you can only have 5 channel point ones. My most played alert is Quack. I am my most loyal viewer with 31 alerts. Thanks. Quack. Thanks. Yeah, they're mostly TikTok memes, trending ones. Analytics. But it's from last month. October. Still it's September. I've gifted subs, 16 new subs, 4 new followers. No channel point. Yeah. It's me at the top, Comrade second, and Stevie third. Top sounds, quack, 42 times. The hell are scenes? Oh, I see. Don't care about that. At least not for now. F. Jesus Christ. I'm awake again.
And his name is John.
Can't play that one. This stuff is going on the YouTubes. Can't play that one either.
Bruh.
Exactly.
Run.
Wait.
Dicks!
You guys think I should change the sound alerts a little bit? I think I would obviously keep the quack. Because it's the quack. Quack. So yeah, for those interested or whatever, these VoDs will be going up on my YouTube channel. I think it's linked now. Twitch, check. Yeah. Ooh. See what I did.
Hi.
What I did
You.
in December. 1 day and 70 hours streamed. Okay. emote. 1000 messages. Okay.
Well, let's see if 10-minute break was a
10
mistake
streams.
or not.
Everyone will be panto for the last hour or the last 40 minutes.
We are now the most rested people in the universe. Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
That sounds rested, all right.
Dude, today it was raining from 8 in the morning until for 12 hours. And I
Nice.
came back from work. I know I don't have clothes to wear tomorrow. It was that bad.
The British people here, so I'm sure they have no sympathy for you.
I love rain. Rain's awesome.
Really? But what about
Yeah.
the homeless and the
Okay, well, yeah, let's turn this into an ethical decision. I just meant that I enjoy rainy weather.
I'm joking.
I would
I-
like rainy weather and for all unhomed people to be homed. How's that?
Yeah, I like rain, but I don't like it when I ride.
Yeah,
because
fair
of-
enough.
Yeah, it sucks.
Oh my god, rare occasion. The portrait actually works. I can't believe it.
Imagine if
It
this
does.
playing does.
What, do we not have any default portraits? That's amazing.
I have a
Yeah.
default one. What do you mean?
We have
We-
3 defaults. 3.
Rails looks pretty default as well.
Says you. We're a perfect
Fuck
match
you
next
mean?
to each other.
Mine
Straight
doesn't
up.
look default.
Straight up same pose.
Yeah,
Check
but
your
you went with
food.
a boring background.
Yeah, mine looks good.
Huh.
Imagine using that
Unlucky.
feature. Omega lol.
Imagine not Omega lol.
That's just because y'all don't like purple. Shaking my head.
Imagine investing time into adventurer plates instead of leveling your crafters.
And 5 seconds.
Got me there.
This is Final Fantasy, not Final Field Work.
Are you saying I cannot live my fantasy of being a crafter?
Do it, you can do
Always
it.
wanted to be a carpenter.
I mean, you can be a crafter IRL. It's just
Yeah.
in game. It's profitable at least.
Yeah, you're right.
In real life, it is.
In real life, if you're a talented carpenter, you're making bank.
Yeah.
Well, too bad I'm not that.
You gotta have the talent first, though.
Over here.
Hello, this is mine. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Nice.
Who was saying no and why?
Because my rotation is totally
Yeah,
freestyle,
okay.
but let's go.
Focus up, check your debuffs.
I thought it was anything important.
Middle. We're missing.
What are you missing here? What? Oh,
Where's
ah,
the group?
You were on the wrong side.
the one
Turns out-
time.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Goodbye,
couldn't move
world
in. I
effort.
had the paddle.
Yeah.
it
Peace
was
out.
nice knowing you.
Let's go together.
No, bye bye. Yeet.
No, come back.
Oh man, the one time I'm not looking.
Wow.
Going for content.
Take some personal responsibility with it.
No,
Come
5
on, you're
seconds.
thinking about carpentry.
I was
Yeah,
thinking
absolutely
about.
calling him out for it.
I was thinking about giving you the card for your 1 minute burst, but guess I'm not doing that anymore.
Well,
Give it to the nice gunbreaker. He also has a 1 minute burst.
We only have 2 classes here that has a 1 minute burst.
Same.
What? What? Are...
Friend, why did you move out early? You bastard.
Yeah, and Robo, you moved too slow.
Like, you completely cucked me. I'm not gonna run all the way around the other side when I can get to my tower quicker by going past you.
You should have moved faster. What the heck?
What? I was moving very fast. I had sprint on as well.
Don't
and you
worry
just
about it.
moved out
Robo
really
didn't
early.
move at all. It's fine.
Rail was too close to the tower anyway.
Five.
Come on, I'm getting gaslit. I was still inside the box's oh my god, the boss's hitbox.
Well, you had the tether?
Yeah.
Hold up.
You're south, Robo.
Robo?
Robo, that's
You're south.
not.
You're south. You're south.
Why?
It's
There's
not
a
a
Oh,
safe
there's
tower
a
right
tower.
next to you.
I didn't see the tower.
There were in fact 2 towers right next to you.
Yeah.
I saw the one on the what is it?
I
A.
saw you going that way. That's why I was like, you're south, and you still kept
On,
going.
the one on two.
5.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You're all on very thin ice. I saw that Swift.
That
Huh?
was actually a misclick, unfortunately.
I saw him being too close.
Ah,
No, I could have went to the other side between the towers. Okay.
My eggy action is Alt Q and Swift is Q. So that happens sometimes.
5.
And they say I'm throwing for content.
Wait, do you actually click Alt Q? Or is it
What do you mean?
is it like a macro with your mouse or something, or is it actually like you're pressing both at the same time?
pressing both at the same time?
You know, it's not that hard to do, right?
Yeah, why?
That's like that's like cramping the hand. Nah.
Man, my hand is super tiny. I need these buttons to be close to each other.
Oh, real? Yeah, I'll go.
Oh, thank you. Sorry.
focus, please.
Where the falls at? Hello.
Ooh, Faith, Jesus.
Robo, your tower.
Oh wait,
No, it's not mine.
It
I'm fine.
was.
You took the wrong tether, I think.
I
earlier.
did. Someone else took the one that was right in front of me. So I thought that's theirs.
I took the counterclockwise tether, because I was counterclockwise.
Yeah, but you were not 4. Faith
Robo,
and I were 4.
No, I was 3.
No, but
I
that
was
had
full.
that had to be your tower, cause like it lit up yellow. It only does that. if
No.
it's
It
the
only it lights up yellow if you still have the debuff.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, Stephen, Faith and I were the 4s.
Stupid limit cut.
Numbers, man. It's complicated.
I hit shortcast on accident. We're gonna wipe now.
Knockback incoming.
Oh my god.
Right, it's
Knockback
not
immune.
limit cut. You don't need it.
Yeah, it's fine.
I just saw you start going, so I adjusted.
Yeah. Till everything looks off.
Oh, what? Why have you gone to that one? What?
Tower.
Oh.
What is
I
happening?
was. Okay, hold on a second.
I went to go for my priority, and Ilya was there.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
5 seconds.
Hmm.
Either here.
I was wondering why my Soteria just ran out at full stacks. 'Cause I hadn't set a fucking cardio partner.
Want this?
Hmm.
Okay then.
Well, guess we'll perish.
Whoa! Oh, no.
Oh yeah, there was plenty of deaths already.
Why? Why did they die?
I don't know. It was on the other
That
side of the
looked
area.
like
I started
a
running
clip.
east, and Faith was also running east.
And safe spots were northeast, I assume.
North and east, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, 5. That's nice. Good save, good save.
Hmm.
Oh.
Sorry, I couldn't get across in time.
Grail, you got this.
Save it. Oh, he did. Gosh.
Oh, I have an MP now.
Wait, what happened?
I shouldn't have cast anything.
We.
Ow.
Hey, thanks for the raid.
5.
That's still something. But perfect.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, Rail. Okay.
No way.
That was
Robo
my
got-
spot.
Oh, a few people got clipped somehow already.
Yep.
I'm
Someone got
sorry.
hit by-
I saw deaths and was like, do I just...
Water, please. How did Sir die? I'm pretty sure he had enough help for the tower.
Yeah, it was Robo's chest because he was
I tell
hitting
him.
the boss.
I
You
went
have
to
to
the
go
wrong
out.
space as
You
well.
have to go here.
Yep.
If you keep hitting him, if the tower is like the closer to be, you're gonna hit. Like
Only
I
max
believe
melee
you.
if you know you're far away.
Okay.
like the tower was between me and 3, and you were hitting the boss here with the
And just
hit.
a general
Really?
rule: don't greed during prog until we actually like are at the point where we need the damage for enrage. Don't greed.
There is a shape where you know you can max, or at least
Yeah.
I know there is a shape how I can max melee, but
5 seconds. can also, if your GCD lines up, stand max melee and then move out for the GCD cooldown. During that, it explodes.
Oh, pre-move.
Come on, Rail.
Loose.
The tether. What?
Well,
Oh,
no,
well,
no
still
no one was taking my tether.
That would be 2s.
Yep.
Oh, I think.
It was 2 now. Okay. It was the last one.
It was
Yep.
the last
Yeah.
one, yeah.
Okay.
2s.
Five.
Let me get the volume up.
Isn't a good rule of thumb if you have no debuffs at all and you taking tethers?
Yep.
Yeah, because like everyone else either still has the number or a
Twice come around.
twice come rune. Yeah.
You guys know the name.
I mean, it shows up quite a lot.
Yeah.
And
the
Ilya?
ones.
Yeah. I'm too busy looking on fucking health bars.
Five.
Oh, Robo, you took my tether.
But no. I got a Fizz tether. But, or says, because I saw both of you there.
Tethers were west and south, so.
Oh, then it was my fault. I thought they were west and north. Sorry. Excuse me.
No, and I didn't see what the other one is, so I can get it.
No, you were correct. Robo. Five.
Who had the first tether? Fee, you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. You have space here.
Nope.
I
That break was a success.
Five.
getting it. Don't
You're
worry.
too late.
Damn it.
Yeah, we didn't make it.
You need to be fast.
Trying.
Oh, I'm popping sprint for literally my stuff every single time. I don't know if everyone else is doing that or not.
Yeah.
Five. Oh, no, wait, Faith is Pokeballing.
If you have to stop DPSing, well, okay. If you have, yeah, you just attacked him. If you have to stop DPSing so you can get your mechanics done, just do that because, again,
Wasn't
we need
DPS
to prioritize.
problem.
Yeah, I just mean in general. If anybody is still trying to like they're turning their character around or trying to greedy GCD or something.
Wait.
He almost had it.
God, this mechanic is so fucking frustrating.
The question is Faith like full gone or just in-game had a disconnect?
Don't see him anymore.
If you can hear us, type in Discord. God damn it.
His character anymore. That,
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
bad.
no,
it's
none
just-
of us can.
oh, okay.
He's in the limbo between.
He's at the end boss. He's doing it solo right now.
Yeah, let me solo it.
He glitched out the game to get there. The meta way to get to the final phase.
Oh my god.
On Monday he comes with Alpha Legend.
I was looking at the weapons, they're so fucking cool. I didn't know they changed color as well.
Yeah,
they're
they're really
fucking
cool.
sick.
They're really
Very
nice.
purple.
Again, it's that thing where
Oh,
like
there it is.
like
Yeah,
the
there you
samurai
go.
weapon and stuff, I don't think look great on their own. But once you
Yeah.
put all the effects on them, they look really
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
They're all a bit too bulky, like just in of themselves, I feel. I prefer my weapons to be sort of thin and razor-like.
Expectations were really low, but somehow they made it great.
It's like with the
Used to-
relics, this expansion. I was really worried that because they were Mandeville, they were going to end up looking goofy. But actually, the first level of them actually looked pretty awesome.
Don't
Just
worry,
wait
they'll
until
turn to
they
the
add
shit.
the glowing effects.
Yeah.
They'll turn to shit, don't worry about it.
And as always, the second to last one will be better.
Yeah, man, those fucking Bosja relics, my god.
I still haven't finished them all because there's no DRS speedruns going on. Deliberate Revisionary speedruns going on now, and I can't stand doing Deliberate Revisionary without it being a speedrun.
Is Neverland really running away with it?
I mean, 47% for Otto on Phase 4 is the next closest.
Yeah, that's so much still left.
Yeah.
And if it's 20%, then damn, that's still a lot they have to get down.
Yeah.
I don't get how there's so much of a gap in, like, well, skill.
Less. It's also less sleep, probably.
Yeah.
Neverland is probably
But
going
that-
for
that
way
is-
longer.
It's got to be such diminishing returns on that, though.
It depends on the person.
Yeah.
They probably
I mean,
have a
they're
full
ahead.
team.
I mean, they're still human beings.
Yeah,
You
but
just
still.
can't maintain that level of concentration for that long, surely.
It depends. Some people can.
And
They
even
probably
if not,
got a full group of those people.
This drug.
even
Yeah,
if you
and
can't
they're
do
highly
full
likely to have,
capacity.
like, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th men.
Yeah.
Like, Whoops' group for the Savage tier, there were like 12 of them in call at once or some shit.
That was insane.
So
Where's our ninth
Neverland could have a shit ton of people behind the scenes. Because they don't stream, we don't know how many extra members they have.
Oh yeah, and they can also make cheaty plugins for themselves. That
I don't think they'll do that.
I mean, you can't you can't know if they are doing it or not because they're not streaming it.
Yeah, but I
It's a
don't think so.
POC playing for them.
Didn't stop TPS from doing Waymark bullshit in T.
That's true.
So
Until it got banned.
yeah, just because of them. Are there already any plans for phase 2?
I'll think we'll worry about that once we get there.
I just want to already compile stuff and like get a feeling for it, because it.
There are diagrams for safe spots.
I haven't even seen past that.
If it's safe, I mean, safe spot's okay. That's the simple part, I guess. But like, how are you grouped with other people? Is it fixed in
It's random.
parties or role? It's random, of course. So you need another prio to.
Hello.
Where you go? Hello, Faith.
Oh, he's
Hey,
back.
Faith, welcome back.
I can't hear him go or anything because of streamer mode. Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. If you start streaming to show something, you should say something.
Oh, you don't hear that?
No, streamer mode mutes everything on Discord besides the voice.
Hmm.
Now you could disable that, but I'm not going to.
But then you get every notification.
Yeah, and people hear when I get DMs and such.
And then they think it's their own DMs.
Yeah.
And it also shows people's names and like their account links and shit. If
Yeah,
you've
if-
used someone's profile.
Yeah, if you put fucking Discord in OBS too, yeah. And if you do that, you're already dooming yourself.
Which group is Xeno in?
Probably one of the
actually
bottom ones.
Yeah. Do we actually have a name on?
I can't remember what they're called.
Let's see. Is there?
I think they're still racing.
I think it's in a stream, right?
There it is. Man mode. Safety helmet.
Yeah, safety helmet is the name.
Omega low.
Very easy to find those groups because all the others use Dark Knight and Gunbreaker most of the time. Some Paladin as well.
Yeah, because Xeno is on fucking copium thinking that Warrior is
Most
better.
groups just have their group names in their Twitch, or you just look on FF logs and look for the character name in the list.
Safety helmet.
Xeno is also probably that person that thinks that Gunbreaker is still worse than Paladin.
How much copium does this guy have?
I don't know. He doesn't think that, but you know. Also, only taking one class over the other just because it's good in one phase doesn't make it viable. Or more viable than the other, let's say that.
I mean, realistically, all tanks are currently viable. Right? They're not really that much different in DPS at least.
Well, they are. Paladin and Warrior are the same, and Gunbreaker and Dark Knight are pretty much the same, and then there's this big gap between those.
Really? Thought
Yeah,
that was,
what
like,
happened to the
narrowed down a
fucking
lot.
race? Like barely any of the big, like already existing streamers are in the top 10.
Yeah.
I think Arthur's team's kind of just out of the race completely because their summoner had a real life issue.
That's fair enough.
Hey, we got Faith back.
Hey.
Food?
Oh, nice.
Food check?
Only Faith needs food.
5 seconds.
What can you do, my dude?
Xeno's group surprisingly isn't actually that far behind. They're 15th.
Even with his complaining all the time?
Yeah, with his complaining and all his panto memes.
Surely it wasn't him that did it wrong.
This would be
I still have a
This.
tether.
Yeah, got
Edge.
did it again. I thought I was tower even though I was 1. I was like, man, my star healed me for all of my health?
Weird. 5 seconds. Wait, if Xeno is on man mode, isn't he playing on EU?
Yeah, his
Yes.
team's EU. He did the same for the Savage tip.
Huh.
The last 2 world races he's been in, he's played in EU.
the TRS, right?
Yeah.
We'll save. We'll save.
Robo.
Hello?
Just,
Ah,
just
you-
adjust.
God damn it. I thought I was with me.
You
That's
what?
my bad as well.
That's why I stood there.
Oh, I see. Sorry, bro. I didn't. If I'd seen that you were waiting, I should have gone north.
Not.
No,
no,
you were.
Do not adjust. Never adjust. 5 seconds.
Nah, we did sometimes and it worked.
Yeah, but don't do it.
Oops, no swift cast.
Oops, no Swiftcast.
Damn.
Oh,
Come on, man.
I
What,
was on a tower, man.
And
You were still so far away from it.
and of course he had to be the next tether.
Oh,
Damn.
I
damn.
was looking at Ray and fucking threw an essential dignity out.
Wait, what? Why are you looking at me?
You were at 20k health. You needed something.
Aw, thanks.
I think I've also threw something on you, so.
As if he doesn't have his own healing spells.
What? Whoops, wrong button.
16 seconds, thanks, friend.
We're getting spoiled. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're on N-Rage, come on, guys.
And bomb.
Bots.
That button is right
Chat
next to the
counter,
other.
My god. The full treatment. Sorry, this is the
It was still too early because my card was still good on.
This was.
Oops, no Swift.
God damn it.
Okay, I go behind the tower now.
Good man.
Oh,
Yeah, I got it.
Um,
I got it. You do have to move.
you cut me. You left it so late and then just cut me off.
No tower. F.
oh, damn.
I took someone.
Can this fucking game stop giving me 1, please, for the love of God?
I tried to Icarus, but I still got snapshot by the areas. Where the fuck is my MP?
Damn, you're regenerating HP. Wow.
Nice nice Ether.
5 seconds.
What happened to the
Do you
16?
not care for my MP? Bruh.
Yeah, you have enough for a wipe.
You have a lucid dreaming available right at the start.
Not anymore. What if someone dies like right now and I need to res?
That's all.
Yeah, wait, let me
How
jump
do I
into
regen the MP.
let me jump into the wall.
You would have used Swift anyway.
Yeah, like just what I did.
My healers are bullying me into rezzing.
You have more mobility than I have.
No who's getting this, but they're slow.
Sorry. I was.
Ah. Somehow worked out.
South Fort? Oh.
Hey, we did
Everything
it.
is okay.
What do you what?
Yeah, I was there
what?
for it.
Panto.
Oh no.
Fee?
Yeah, I'm moving. Did I make
Way
it?
too
I made
late.
it. I made it.
Go.
Twos.
You can go.
Two cactus already.
Ah,
We
Yeah,
have to.
way too late. As
Three.
soon as the laser goes off, the next one needs to go.
I guess I die now.
Also, you go inward and then back outward.
I
You
guess
go
I'll die
out
now
as
as
soon
well.
as you see your puddle showing the ground, right?
Yeah, you go in, wait for your puddle, and move out.
Did I clip anyone or was it still fun?
No, you didn't clip us.
Okay.
Luckily, it's just then the rest of our group didn't move.
Ah, okay. Stun
I took
locked.
a total of about 4.5 million damage there.
If you had a
You can
shield, it would have
mitigate
been
that.
fine.
Didn't even use leg sweep.
Let's put the punch.
Actually, sorry.
Didn't even use arm's length, come on, man. Where was the feint on that one?
That's mine. Okay.
Hmm?
No, it's okay.
Hello, Faith.
I forgot to the side. Could have survived that.
He was on the wrong side anyways. I shouldn't have had to
it,
move.
yeah,
But you could have. Could have.
Robo wrong side again.
it was over.
I know, but still.
I didn't move. It was over.
Fair enough. Sorry, I'm internally dying.
5 seconds.
Nope.
No.
Robo. I think it was Robo killed us.
Yeah.
You think?
Because
Just
Someone's tether.
just because he ran
No, the
through the
tether-
middle?
No, the tether was correct. The spot was wrong.
Ah,
It was dead center middle. Because both Faith and Robot tried to go to the same side.
Well, Faith was in the wrong right side, so.
Yeah.
Last one.
Yep, that's one.
I didn't see where the towers spawn. I can see the towers very well.
All focus is make this a Panto deaths. Panto wipe.
Panto kill.
Clear? Okay.
Yeah. Give me my totem
What do you
now.
want?
Focus.
Oh god.
Faith, other way.
He did it, he's a hero.
Sketchy, but okay.
That's nice.
I did it, I'm a hero.
We're all heroes.
Hey, Panto, let's go.
And hero.
That shield.
Debuffs.
What? Why are you here?
We only had 2 DPSs in our stack at that point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm very tired. I moved to 3.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're dead.
Oh, we are dead as fuck.
Yeah, don't go near our bodies.
We have no choice.
That's not what you want to be.
If anyone fucks up, it forces everyone else to fuck up.
Yeah, it's a harsh one. It's a harsh one.
But support side looked good up until that point. Pretty cool.
Let's go, Luke. If you want.
We have
Couple
no time,
more.
I think.
No,
Yeah,
There are some
in-
people that
in-
want to go to bed.
We'll call
Yeah,
it.
deference to Faith.
Okay.
Good prog.
I mean, our side had that pretty much perfect.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
the
we
bodies,
just
the
had-
bodies became an issue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
our
we had
side
one
was
person
fine
grab one
as
as
well. Our side was fine until I decided to fuck.
I just wanna point out, I cannot cast a single spell during that.
Yeah,
Uh,
you don't have time. It's,
You
Yeah.
have to keep. Is the baiting too fast?
It's way too fast.
Ah,
I keep trying to use like at least DPS spell, but no way.
wait, so
Like,
might it
oh
actually
my
be
God.
optimal to or to like use light speed already and not for burst?
It's not even up any again.
Oh, it's
No,
not
don't
90
use
seconds
it
out?
opener.
Uh,
Yeah, hold it for that.
I have to use it for the opener. It's
I
like
don't
that's
wanna
like that's like the only time where I actually have to use it for the opener.
bro, I don't want to solo heal that shit.
I have a swift cast and macrocosmos. It should be fine.
should we
Yeah.
save bloodbath and everything personal for this one?
Yeah, do that please.
Yes, actually, don't use them anywhere else.
You can use
Because
second
we're
wind for the tower if you're free or something.
Okay.
To be honest, I'm getting plenty of heals. I don't feel the need to use second wind even when I'm number 3.
Yeah.
So that's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah,
we can
sometimes, you
heal
know,
very easily on program loop. It's Panto that's the issue.
Exactly. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
it will-
take it on
okay.
faith to not use any personal heals until Panto.
And we still need a run where you guys actually, well, the side opposite to me actually does it right, so we can see if there's a healing issue or not.
I've died quite a few times because of lack of healing, like to the missile.
you know what, but it kinda sucks because if you have a low HP and you have to go away to bait the
Yeah, exactly. It's
missile,
hard for the
you can't.
healers to
Yeah,
get you.
they
They're
can't
the opposite
heal you,
side of the
and
arena from them.
Fucking sucks.
It's not exactly opposite because they're chasing you effectively. They're coming up on the
Yeah,
pizza slice
the,
behind
the
you.
missile people will be coming up behind the other group anyways, so it should all hopefully be within range of each other.
If there's anyone in specific
my bitrate
that
wide?
you guys want me to put Undying Flame on, do tell. I've been using it on myself because
You're the
squishy.
squishiest, just keep
Yeah, just
using
use
it
it on
yourself.
Okie
So
dokie.
selfish.
Pretty good. Monday we're cleaning it up and getting enrage
Yep.
pulls, right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
full
yeah.
party,
Monday and rage
Oh,
at
yeah.
least.
full
Like
party
opium.
enrage.
That sounds good.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
clear the mechanic. Simply.
The Quack didn't play again.
I'll see you guys then.
Yep.
It's you all on Monday. Bye bye.
See ya.
Yeah,
Cheers.
bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Good night, everyone. Well played.
I think just Sound Alert in general has a fuck up and I don't know. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna end the stream too, so thanks so much for watching and have a lovely rest of the evening. Bye bye.